Ji Lin traveled to the ancient world of the Starry Sky Railroad, and the only golden finger he obtained upon arriving at the Starry Sky Railroad was an endless lifespan. Later on, he became the Minister of Abundance and lived until the beginning of the Star Iron plot. In order to have fun, he was peeping at Kafka on the Black Tower space station and stuffing the star core into the star's body. Suddenly he got a system, a chat group called a Kwang Live Room connected the world of Bengsan, Genshin Impact and Xingqiu Railway. The Second Creation live broadcast room will play some second creation videos from 3 different worlds or some future and past videos irregularly every day. And the characters created by the Second Creation can receive certain rewards, so the Me universe officially began the era of great joy. Falun Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. Chapter 1. Opening of Second Creation Chat Groups. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Ding, the MiHoYu Universe Second Creation Chat Group has opened. Now bring people from all over the world into the group chat. Collapse of the 3 worlds. Kiana, Thunderbolt Yai, Blonia, Sierre, Wuliang Tajizi, Teresa, Fuhua, Li Susheng, Otto, Kevin, Walter Yang, Alicia, Aponia, Mebius, Eden, Grexiu. Have joined. Genshin Impact World. Wendy, Zhongli, Funina, Lei Cinema, Naxida, Qin, Ningguang, Kaching, Ganyu, Shinha, Xiangling, Bajong Shensi, Judieosha, Kamasato Ayaka, Xiaogong, Nilu, Charlotte, Kong, Ing. Have joined. Starry Sky Railway World. Black Tower, Asda, Jizi, March 7th, Kafka, Silver Wolf, Tingyun, Yukong, Fu Xian, Qin Gui Naifen, Susheng, Blonia, Sierre, Cocolia, Jingyuan, Sanbua, Jeopard, Blade. Have joined. With the sound of a voice, a curtain of light appeared in front of everyone who broke the 3 worlds, the Genshin Impact World and the Xingqiu Railway World. March 7th, hey hey hey. What is this? March 7th, hey. How did my words appear on the screen? March 7th. This group of anti-material legions has also stopped moving. Dan Heng, GZ, and Uncle Yang, what is the situation? At this point, all people in the universe who were engaged in combat or were in combat were forcibly stopped from taking any action, and the monsters attacking them or being attacked by them were positioned in their original positions. You can still move freely without permission, but you cannot cause damage to the monster being pinned down, and this situation occurs in all 3 worlds. GZ. I don't know what the situation is. Xiao-san, are you all okay now? March 7th. This group of anti-material legions is not moving, but it seems that we cannot cause damage to them either. Uncle Yang. It seems that this unknown chat group did it. Old Yang from Star Iron will call him Uncle Yang in the future, and those who died 3 will use their names. Black Tower. It said that people from 3 different worlds, which means this chat group connects different worlds. It's really interesting. Kiana. Auntie Jeezy. No, why are there 2 aunties Jeezy? Jeezy. Little girl, I may not be the Jeezy you know. Wuliang to Jeezy. At Kiana, whose aunt are you calling? Do you think there is too little homework? In the train, Walter Yang, who was preparing to support Danheng on March 7th, looked at the names in front of the barrage on the screen of light, and was completely shocked. Uncle Yang. Kiana. And Jeezy. Wuliang to Jeezy. Ha. Teacher Yang, what's wrong? Walter Yang. I don't think this is me, Teacher Jeezy. March 7th, good guy, is this haunted? 2 concubines, 2 young uncles. Kiana, who was born in the 3rd world, was also confused. The homework assigned by Jeezy and Teacher Yang made her suffer greatly. Now, 2 Jeezy and Teacher Yang, wouldn't they make her homework end in death? Kiana. No. I'm sure I haven't woken up. How could there be 2 concubines, 2 aunts, and 2 young teachers? Blonia. Blonia thought, you're not dreaming, stupid Kiana. Thunderbolt Yai. There are indeed 2 teachers, Jizi and Yang. Old Yang from the Star Iron World's eyelids twitched as he watched Kiana's barrage and smiled knowingly after a long absence. Ji Lin. Let me explain. Jizi and Kiana in this group are on a timeline from the past of your original world. Starry Iron's old Yang also had a guess in his heart when he saw the barrage of Kiana jumping off, and he confirmed it after seeing the barrage sent by Ji Lin. Uncle Yang. As expected, thank you for your answer. Tai, the Heavenly Lord of Savior, is here to help. Ji Lin. No problem. Ji Lin traveled to this world of celestial railways from the end of the Twilight War in ancient times and later became the commander of abundance. He witnessed the Amber King becoming a star god, witnessed the fall of the breeding star god, traveled among the stars with the pioneering star god, sang with the harmony star god, asked the equal balance star god if yin-yang harmony, intersection, was a balanced path, and also asked the wisdom star god why people would die if they were killed, and had fun with Aha. Living for too long has resulted in him now being as happy as Aha, and his bottom line is extremely flexible. Previously, he was watching Kafka insert the star core into the star's body, and then a voice familiar to all the protagonists of System Flow novels rang out in his mind. Oh my goodness, my compassionate medicine king, look what I've discovered. The system of the legendary novel protagonist, did you come too late? Host, rest assured that the system did not arrive late, as it is useless to arrive early. Oh, my dear system, what do you mean by that? Because this system is just a regular system for finding fun, without the powerful power of other systems. Ah. Are you sent by Aha? Not really, what do I need you for? You go. Don't, host. I can bring you joy. Ji Lin thought for a moment and decided to keep this system. After all, who doesn't like to have fun watching, Aha? You stay. Thank you very much, so I will activate the system functions for you now. So the scene just now happened. The system connects 3 worlds and pulls people from all 3 worlds into a group. People from the 3 worlds, especially those from the Genshin Impact world, are curious about the other 2 worlds. Inviting preservation, gluttony, hunting, destruction, abundance, harmony, joy, balance, wisdom, mystery, memory, and nothingness. The Void Star God refuses to join the group at this moment. The sound coming from the light curtain interrupted everyone's communication. The people of Genshin Impact and Bengtson looked puzzled when they saw the list of names, while the people of Xingqiu Railway World were shocked when they saw the list of names. They did not expect that the Xingqian would join this group, and they could say that I was in the same group with more than a dozen Xingqian after bragging to others. The Void Star God has been forcibly added to the group. Happy Star God Aha. It's really interesting. Kiana. Is the abstract name above also human? Fireworks. The God of Joy has also joined the group. Ji Lin. They are the stars and gods of our world, and those names represent the destiny they have embarked on. Zhongli. Do other worlds also have gods? May I ask what is the path of fate? Ji Lin. There is a supreme existence in our world called the Star God. The Star God is upgraded from a wise creature, and this wise creature refers to having the ability to think on its own. As long as it has the ability to think on its own, it belongs to the wise creature. Ji Lin. The concept of destiny is somewhat abstract and explained, and you can understand it as a philosophical concept. Ji Lin. Every time a star god is born, a new destiny path opens up, and he also has the authority to control the destiny path. Simply put, it is the way in your world's fantasy novels, and the star god is the person who walks the farthest on this way. Ji Lin. Star gods can freely use the imaginary energy along this life journey, and they hold the great power to erase reality and create the world. Zhongli. Thank you for your answer, sir. Ji Lin. No problem. Abundant Star Divine Medicine Master. Ji Lin, seeing that you are safe and sound, I feel at ease, Ji Lin. Thank you for your concern, my compassionate Medicine King. At this time, some influential forces in the Star Dome Railway world unanimously did not disturb the dialogue between Ji Lin and the Abundant Star God. Except for some worlds that have not yet separated from their home planet, other forces that are in line with the world, whether ordinary people or destiny travelers, are more or less aware of the affairs of this bountiful envoy. Ji Lin, the first envoy under the constellation of abundance, and also recognized by most forces as the first person under the star god, is the strongest envoy in the world. Ji Lin's reputation in the universe is still very good. Although he is the commander of abundance, he has a good relationship with the Immortal Boat Alliance. He once helped the Immortal Boat solve the rebellion of the Gene people, and even advised them before the Immortal Boat Alliance gained immortality, telling them about the drawbacks of immortality. Later, he helped the Immortal Boat Alliance overcome the disaster in the War of Abundance. The Immortal Boat Alliance also called him the Tai Heavenly Sovereign who saves lives from hardship. Some even said that the Star Patrol god Lan would not actively attack Ji Lin. Of course, this is not true or false, and this person is likely a fictional historian. Ji Lin is unpredictable in his actions. When someone seeks his blessings or actively gives them blessings, a trial will be opened. This trial will test his humanity and true intention, goodness. The person who tries will obtain what he wants most in his dream and spend his life of birth, aging, illness, and death. The person who can maintain his true intention, goodness, in his dream will pass the trial and then receive Ji Lin's blessings. However, if he fails the trial in his dream, the person who tries will be killed by him. Of course, if your original intention is impure or you are already a wrongdoer, then seeking blessings from Ji Lin is like an old woman eating arsenic and seeking death. At the same time, he is also extremely responsible. The God of abundance is selfless and altruistic, never refusing blessings, but also not caring about the aftermath and harm left after blessings. Ji Lin will wipe her buttocks after the blessing of the God of abundance is over. Embark on a trial on a planet blessed by the God of abundance, enveloping all blessed beings in a dream that may last for 1 or 10 lifetimes. If these people or their descendants in the dream harm the world and become those nauseating and encroaching upon the homes of others in the universe, then Ji Lin will kill all blessed beings on the planet and reset the ecology of the planet to before the birth of humans. In his words, those who destroy human nature, cannot retain their true intentions, do evil, and do evil are not worthy of blessings. And his record in the galaxy can also be said to be exceptionally amazing. Among the 7 known extinct lords, except for the one who loves spiritual breakdown, the other 6 have all been beaten by Ji Lin. That's really unfortunate. The 6 extinct lords who were beaten all rested for a few amber periods before recovering. Not only that, but the abundant people and insect populations that were poisonous to the world were once almost wiped out by him. Of course, he has also done many suffocating things, such as attracting a group of antimatter legions, leading them to the headquarters of Star Peace, and then watching Star Peace fight against the antimatter legion while he eats popcorn on the side. I once conducted hybridization experiments between the fertile people and insect populations, then let them devour each other. Finally, I had enough fun and threw these hybrid things that were completely indistinguishable from the fertile people to the anti-material legion for them to fight against. I once led a group of fertile people to dance on the Yaoqing ferry boat, but of course, these fertile people died. He once created a set of memory viruses, then deceived the crematoriums under the memory faction, claiming that this was a precious memory. He exchanged it with the crematoriums, and then the group of crematoriums who obtained the memory virus went crazy, becoming even happier one by one. This situation lasted for 3 days to recover, and when they regained their senses, they found that their memories, which were once divided into 3, 6, and 9 levels, had become a mess. For example, in a memory, it was recorded that a monkey was eating bananas, but after being disrupted, it turned into the god of happiness, aha, eating bananas. It was almost impossible to straighten out this memory. Not only that, almost all factions under the Star God have been amused by Ji Lin, so his title is not only the Tai Heavenly Savior of the Immortal Boat, but also the Eternal Wind, Judge, Evil-Filled, and Grass Life Demon Lord, among others. When people from 3 different worlds communicate with each other, the screen in the live broadcast room emits a system beep. Attention members of the chat group, Legend of the Dark Fire Grand Duke, is about to start playing. Chapter 2. The Legend of the Underworld Fire Archduke. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Attention members of the chat group, Legend of the Dark Fire Grand Duke, is about to start playing. Kiana. Who is the Dark Fire Grand Duke? He looks very impressive by name. Ji Lin. He's a clown. Fireworks. Same as above. Sangbo. Same as above. Kiana. Ladio. Archduke of the Underworld Fire, Avrit, is a descendant of the 29th Sisker creation of the Genius Club, the Phase Spirit Fire. He believes in the Star God of Destruction, Nanak, and belongs to the Vanishing Gang of the Destruction faction. He is an extremely dangerous member. Ji Lin. Of course, Nanak has never looked up to them, he can only be said to be a group of fanatics with extreme beliefs. Ladio. Yes, the original PhD of the Genius Club once commented in his research report, Research on Destruction, that the value that Nanak sees from the so-called Vanishing Gang may not be as great as a baby intentionally breaking a vase. Dark Fire Grand Duke. 2 ants, the flames of the benefactor will eventually burn you to ashes. Ji Lin. Please enjoy the declaration of war by the Dark Fire Archduke against the 4 divine forces. Pinacorni, the star of the grand event, is the cradle of dreams and the resting place of cowards. The family sets up a banquet, and guests are invited to come. The golden blood of destruction will flow down together, and a grand sacrifice will be offered to him, children of the flames, this is your coming of age ceremony. The black screen lit up, and a burning eyeball appeared on the screen. Akash, my most emotional child, I light your eyes and teach you how to pluck strings to make music. You must use 4-stringed instruments to play the banquet music, making the singing of harmony silent. The screen image changed once again, becoming a golden apple, and with the sound of the Dark Fire Lord, the golden apple rotated together, revealing the bones inside. Dubla, my wisest child, I will light your body, give you swords, saws, axes, wash your iron sickle with sulfur, bestow, joy, pain, and let the actor's blood and tears flow into the sticks. The golden apple began to pull away, and the screen image was occupied by a pile of gears. Katrina, my bravest child, I ignite your heart and give you boiling blood. Use your anger to chisel open the treasury of the protectors, melt their gold, and make statues for our benefactors, needless to say, old man. Finally, the gears disappeared, and the picture turned into a blooming dahlia. Finally, Constance, my most ambitious child, my most excellent child, I have nothing left to teach you, just remember. Let Pinocchio's midnight wither and wither, take away everything you love, leaving only the tomb of memory. The screen temporarily disappeared, and the people from the 4 forces mentioned by the Dark Fire Archduke laughed. Not brother, how brave you are. Ji Lin. Puff. I'm sorry, I couldn't help but laugh to death. Fireworks. I agree with what you said. It's so much fun. Alfred. Abundance, fools. The flame of the Lord will burn you to the end. Ji Lin. Don't shout, the video is not finished yet. Let me see what fun happened later. At this moment, a cheerful little tune sounded. You are proud to declare war against various forces behind your back, and it is hard to predict your life or death when you go to Pinacorni in Gotham City, you are the craziest, in the circus, you are the busiest. You stand guard in front of McDonald's, and in playing cards, you are the big and small kings. I thought it was a big boss, but as soon as I left, I was killed by Ji Lin and my team was destroyed. That's right, he's the funniest character of the year in the Star Dome Railroad. Archduke Everett. I thought it was a declaration of war, but unexpectedly it became a last word. No wonder the original doctor evaluated it this way. The value that Nanak saw in the so-called vanishing gang may not be as great as a baby who deliberately broke a vase. The Dark Fire Archduke looked at his identity card in a daze. Isn't it a boss for me? The children couldn't hold back any longer and shouted to him, Grand Duke, speak up. You didn't say before you went to Pinacorni that it would be destroyed. Pinacorni was the challenger. For a long time, at the last moment, Lord Minghua's face was filled with tears and he murmured unwillingly, I'm sorry, Lord Jilin, I couldn't make you do your best. In this regard, the 5-star pioneer Star Roy commented. Although the Dark Fire Archduke did not reach Pinacorni, Pinacorni is full of Dark Fire Archdukes everywhere. On the screen, Ji Lin tore up the body of the Dark Fire Archduke and turned it into a relic, stuffing it into a group of treasure chests and placing many other precious materials, all of which were thrown into Pinacorni. Another 5-star masked fool. Hua Hua also sharply commented. The Dark Fire Archduke may be the only person who believes in the words of the family. Pinacorni only has joy and happiness, without any danger. Such an innocent guy, forgive me for speaking frankly, even in the next resurrection race, he has no hope. Can the Dark Fire Archduke win the resurrection race? The large-scale documentary, The Legend of the Dark Fire Archduke, will continue to be broadcasted for you. The song suddenly stopped, and everyone thought it was over, but the words Easter egg appeared on the screen. Easter egg. The dialogue between the Dark Fire Archduke and Ji Lin with their children flowed out before the war broke out. Constance. Which is stronger, father or him? Master Minghua. Well, if it were Ji Lin who drew his sword, it might be a bit troublesome. Constance. Will you lose? Dark Fire Archduke. We will win. The Easter egg is over, and the picture freezes onto a black and white photo of the Dark Fire Lord. GZ. Is this the future? Sunday. It seems that the family has already sent invitation letters to various forces in the world for the Harmony Music ceremony. The family will tolerate everything, so we have also sent invitation letters to the Annihilation Gang and the Star Core Hunter. Ji Lin. I'm laughing to death. Lord Minghua, what you said was so powerful, but in reality, it's not enough. Fireworks. Yes, just wanting to make Joy feel the pain is a bit beyond your control. Ji Lin. If Nanak doesn't look at you, I feel like you can join a Haas team. I believe you can become an excellent mask fool. Fireworks. Goodbye, mask fools don't want such fools. Dark Fire Grand Duke. Damn bountiful envoy. Damn mask fool. Ji Lin. Don't bark like a dog. After the live broadcast ends, I will go find you and kill you right at your doorstep. Kiana. Teresa. Kuching. Funina. Fu Xian. Flowing Firefly. Ji Lin. Don't ask the question mark, as you can see, he will die in my hands in the future. So if I kill him now, doesn't it correspond exactly to the future in the video? Kuching. What kind of distortion is this? Ji Lin. By the way, family, didn't you send me an invitation? Sunday. The Heavenly Lord comes and goes without a trace. Even if I wanted to send out an invitation letter, I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to see you. However, with this chat group, I sincerely invite you to participate in Pinocchio's Fun Festival. Ji Lin. Okak, I'll handle the invitation letter myself. Didn't you send the invitation letter to the Minmi gang? I'll just borrow their loan. Fireworks. Borrow. Seize. Kiana. What kind of bandit? Ji Lin. Whatever you say. At Dark Fire Joker, come out, I won't borrow anymore, sell me your invitation letter. Dark Fire Grand Duke. Bastard, how dare you insult me like this? Sunday. De Tianzun, the family's invitation letter is not for sale. If you want to come to Pinocchio, you don't need an invitation letter. At this point, the afterlife photo of Lord Minghua on the screen changed to the words, Easter Egg 2. Easter Egg 2. Why did Tai Yi, the great heavenly lord, save the world by killing the Dark Fire Lord? Jingyuan. The Vanishing Gang has a notorious reputation, committed many evil deeds, and the great heavenly sovereign is kind. He definitely didn't want to see Pinocchio bleed before killing them. Stop Cloud. The little woman agrees with the general statement. Ida. Yes, it must be because of this that the Heavenly Sovereign took action against the Annihilation Gang. Start playing Easter Egg 2. The scene arrived at the starry sky, bright and beautiful, while 6 people stood in the void, facing each other in opposition. Ji Lin said, "Oh, Lord Everett of the Underworld Fire, I need the family invitation letter in your hand." What do you mean, Your Excellency? A pile of vines grew behind Ji Lin, entwined together to form a chair. Ji Lin lazily leaned against the vine chair, propping her cheeks with her right hand, looking drowsy. Ha! I'm very tired. Hurry up and hand in the invitation letter, then you can take your children and leave. The appearance of Ji Lin completely ignoring him made the Dark Fire Lord angry, and his children also took out weapons. Ji Lin slightly opened one eye and looked at them. What? Are you going to take action? The Dark Fire Grand Duke remained silent and let out a cold snort. The void ignited flames and burned towards Ji Lin. Ah, why do you have to take action? If you don't give it to me, just tell me directly. Ji Lin sighed and waved casually. Golden petals appeared in the void, extinguishing the incoming flames and rushing towards the Dark Fire Grand Duke. The petal's speed was extremely fast, and before the Dark Fire Lord could react, the petal passed through his body. Ji Lin blew a soft breath, and the body of the Dark Fire Grand Duke collapsed with a loud bang, shattering into glass shards. Ji Lin rubbed her eyes, stood up helplessly, and walked in the void with her pink feet, coming to the corpse of the Dark Fire Lord. I told you, I only need an invitation letter from the family, why would I sacrifice my life for nothing? After Ji Lin finished speaking, she glanced at the 4 children of Minghua Duke. They were stunned and couldn't believe that just one father who met her died. Are you still stunned? Hurry up and get lost. I don't like killing innocent people indiscriminately, or do you want to die with your father? The 4 children regained their senses and didn't even glance at each other. They all ran away in panic, causing the Yonghua mansion to fall apart and scatter like birds and beasts. Kiana. Isn't this just a robbery? Parman. Saying he doesn't like killing innocent people indiscriminately and then killing their father. Parman. You are really a big villain. Ji Lin. It's not worth talking nonsense. Who wouldn't know that Ji Lin is the most caring and kind person? Fireworks. Sure enough, the clown is dead now. Mebius. Why can you stand in space without any protection? Vivi, I'm also very curious. Screw gum. Let me explain to you. After some explanations by Sitsigome, people from Bengtsen and the Genshin Impact world also understand what a life walker is, and why they can appear in space without any protection. Screw gum. And Mr. Ji Lin is the envoy. Otto. Excuse me, what is a messenger? The screw golem, who was about to answer, was interrupted by a barrage of bullets from Kiana, who suddenly appeared. Kiana. Wait. Mr. Ji Lin. Do you think such a beautiful person is a man? Screw gum. From a physiological perspective, Mr. Ji Lin is indeed male. Alicia. Wow, such a cute boy. I really want to pinch his face. Ji Lin. Kiana. Do you have a fetish for women's clothing? Wearing such gorgeous and luxurious hanfu. Ji Lin. I don't have one. Ji Lin is also very numb. After crossing over, he became like this, with a male body and a female appearance. At first, he was also very troubled, but later he realized that this appearance was easier to approach beautiful girls, so he was relieved and accepted his own appearance. As for his clothes, they were indeed women's clothing, but not what he wanted to wear. They were made for him by the harvest pharmacist, who used the petals of 3 eternal flowers to weave clothes for him after becoming the harvest commander, and demanded that he must wear them and not change them. Yes, the clothes on Ji Lin's body are actually 3 petals that are not the size of a palm. In terms of hardcore, Ji Lin is no different from naked. Mabius. Don't talk about that useless topic, quickly tell me what a messenger is. Screw gum. Destiny travelers and commanders are similar but different. Screw gum. A person walking on the path of destiny who actively draws strength from it without the consent of the star god is called a destiny traveler. Screw gum. And those who are directly given the power of destiny by the star god are called envoys. Screw gum. And the gap between the messenger and the destiny walker is also huge. In our galaxy, powerful messenger like the 7 annihilation armies of the destroyer star god possess the power to burn the galaxy. May. Vivi, Mebius. Otto. Einstein. Tesla. Teresa. Burning galaxy. Are you serious? Fu Xian. Humph, the general of our immortal boat is not inferior to the annihilating army of the Ashen destroyer ancestor. Kiana. Wow. Is your world's combat power too strong? Kevin is silent in the sea of quantum. The powerful command can burn galaxies, but the weaker one can also explode, right? If I can become the envoy, can I overcome the end? Kuching. May I ask, what is a galaxy? Kiana. Don't even know about galaxies. Do you live in ancient times? Thunderbolt Yai. The planet refers to the continent under our feet, which is actually a quasi-circular shape, and galaxies have countless such planets. Kuching. Hiss. Condensed light. Hiss. Most people in the Genshin Impact world understand that their power in this world is probably the weakest in this chat group, and technology is also the most backward. Ji Lin. Stop hissing, it's your fault for global warming. With Ji Lin's interruption, the others stopped talking about this topic, and then Screw Gum explained more specific settings to them, allowing people from the other 2 worlds to fully understand how dangerous the world of the Star Dome Railway is. And Otto's thoughts were all focused on the God of Abundance. Is it possible to pray to the Star God of Abundance, who will not refuse, for Kalian's resurrection? Otto. Abundance. Kiana. Wait a minute, didn't you say that the path of abundance is selfless for him? So why did this seemingly bad person become the commander of abundance? Black Tower. Humph, let me correct it, he's just bad. Ji Lin. I cried to death. I am such a kind person, but in your eyes, I am actually bad. Black Tower. Laughing to death, you touch your conscience and ask, are you really a good person? Ji Lin. Sorry, I have no conscience. Let me touch you. Haida. Alright, come to Haida space station and let me study you well. Ji Lin. Is there a possibility that I am on the Black Tower space station? Black Tower. Wait, I'll be there soon. Ida. Hey. Is the Tianzun on the space station? Fireworks. It's a lot of chatter, do you still have fun? Dark Fire Grand Duke. At Ji Lin, Commander of Abundance. In the video, it was just my carelessness. When you arrive, I will make you turn into ashes. Ji Lin. Still speaking hard. Ji Lin. At Constance, although in the video I killed your father due to some unavoidable reasons, and later I will also kill your father, you don't have to worry, you still have me. I can completely replace your father as your leader, right? Kiana. Wow. What kind of killing and heart-killing speech. I never expected someone like you to be a bountiful envoy. Chapter 3. Yang Chaoyue x G Chaoyue square root. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Ji Lin. At Constance, although in the video I killed your father due to some unavoidable reasons, and later I will also kill your father, you don't have to worry, you still have me. I can completely replace your father as your leader, right? Old Yang on the train saw Ji Lin's speech with a ghostly expression and felt a chill, his body trembling inexplicably. Otto said this to Yolendale, and with Yolendale's personality, she probably wouldn't tell Old Yang, so Star Iron Old Yang probably didn't know Otto had said this. Ji Lin. Also, you need to know one thing. The biggest difference between a fortune teller and a messenger is that a fortune teller must practice the path of fortune in order to gain power along the path, while a messenger does not need to practice the path of fortune. The messenger's power is directly provided by the star god, as explained by Screw Gum. The author's understanding is that in the game text, it is mentioned that Aha once gave all the power of his destiny to a bug, making it passively become a pleasure messenger. Is there a possibility that the messenger is chosen by the star god, and it is not related to the will of the chosen person? Can the messenger forcibly accept the other person as a messenger? Can the messenger do things that contradict his destiny? Ji Lin's words caught Otto's attention. Otto. Can I understand that although becoming a messenger can reach the sky in one step, the upper limit has already been sealed, and the upper limit for becoming a destiny traveler is to reach the realm of the star god? Ji Lin was slightly surprised by Otto's understanding, but it was only a hint. People from the other two worlds did not have complete information about the Star Iron world, and being able to come to this understanding could be considered a wise person. Information that was not mentioned, such as the death of the star god and the fact that the path of destiny would not be closed, has not been told to people from the other two worlds by anyone. And Otto's words also plunged some people in the Star Iron world into contemplation. Burning wind. Humph, the ants walking on the path of fate are deluding to surpass the star god. It's really ridiculous. Ji Lin. Although your understanding is very correct, it is nothing but a delusion. Otto saw Ji Lin's barrage and didn't pay attention to the latter half of the sentence, as long as his understanding was correct. The author's understanding is that the path of having a master may be difficult to usurp, but the path of having no master depends on who goes far, such as exploring the path of destiny. If Arjizi, if she goes further than the former Akivali, has a deeper understanding of exploration, can she become the new god of exploration? Aha! It's really fun. Ji Lin. This is not fun. I joined the live broadcast room to watch the fun, not to listen to the settings. Hurry up and put some things we like to watch in the live broadcast room, otherwise we will dismantle you. System, do you still have fun? Play a few more. If it's just for connecting with other worlds for communication, your value is too low. I need to consider whether to make you, out of print. Faced with the threat from Ji Lin, the electronic sound of the system even produced tremolo sounds. Don't be the host. Let's play the video now. Kiana. I understand. You are actually the messenger of joy, and the current messenger of abundance is just a mask you wear. Fireworks. Don't be fooled, this guy is even happier than us masked fools. Happy star god Aha. Would Xiaojilin be willing to be someone else's envoy, ugh. Ji Lin was about to vomit, because Aha's barrage not only appeared on the light screen in the live broadcast room, but also heard the suffocating sound of Aha's clip in his ear. Ji Lin. No, I'm completely devoted to Master Zihui. Happy star god Aha. Aha has been rejected again. Aha is so sad. Little Ji Lin doesn't love Aha. Aha is really shameless. Aha is really shameless. A clip of Aha's voice echoed in her ear, causing Ji Lin's forehead to bulge with veins. She urged the system to play the video quickly, block Aha's mouth, and don't let him speak. I'm about to vomit. Yes, host, the video is here. Behind Ji Lin, a fictional clown mask burst out laughing like a chicken, but Ji Lin was unaware of it. Haha, you really have fun. Start playing. First impressions of the Star Gods 1, with the sound of the system, the screen in the live broadcast room began to appear. Accompanied by a cheerful melody, the first one to bear the brunt is the joyful star god Aha. I saw a monkey wearing Aha's clown mask running and jumping wildly on the beach, emitting sharp laughter while running. Ji Lin. It's indeed Aha. Fireworks. It's very similar to what the god of joy can do. Kiana. So the happy star god is a monkey. The scene transformed into Nanak sitting in front of a computer, with the words civilization pasted on it. Nanak picked up the keyboard and smashed it, then picked up a nearby stick and smashed the computer. Furan. Lord Nanak. Stars cream. Praise my Lord. Iron curtain. Praise my Lord, Phantom Misty. Praise Lord Nanak. Archduke of the Underworld fire. Praise our benefactor. Fenfeng, Xingxiao, Huanmu, Iron curtain. Who are you? Dark fire Grand Duke. Entering an advertisement, the abundance pharmacist is holding some herbs, with a few large words pasted next to it. He makes curing death and illness no longer a difficult problem. He is the divine doctor of the universe, the abundance pharmacist. Hunting star god Lan. Abundance. Kiana. Wow, healing death. The abundance pharmacist is really a good god of abundant people. Believe in us, the compassionate medicine king. Secret biography of the medicine king. The medicine king is compassionate, and the tree grows and thrives. Those who cultivate it are united in their pursuit of the ultimate happiness. Fei Xiao. The abundance of the people's newspaper is low, and the ferry boat sends warmth to the green sky. After the advertisement ended, it turned into a person sticking to the head of the guardian star while building a wall, with skilled movements that made him look like an old hand. At the same time, a large number of praise words floated on the barrage. Star Peace Company. Praise Amber King, Jeopard. Praise the Amber King. Blonia Rand. Praise the Amber King. Topa. Praise the Amber King. The final scene arrived at a cemetery, where Jeezy walked to a tombstone with a bouquet of flowers. The tombstone reads: The god of exploration, Akivali, was born in year, died year. Jeezy placed the flowers in front of the tombstone and lowered her head to mourn. GZ. Happy star god Aha. Woo-woo, Akivali has died. Aha is so sad. The video ends here, and in fact, 5 star gods have appeared, while people from the other 2 worlds may not necessarily understand the meme behind it. Ji Lin. TSK, let me summarize. Aha is a monkey, Nanak is a primary school student who can't beat anger in games, Zihui pharmacist is an old Chinese medicine practitioner, Amber King is a civil engineering elder brother, and Archiveli is a dead person. Burning wind. The calamity of abundance, how dare you insult my lord. Sangbo. The summary is very accurate. Don't summarize next time. Topa. The great heavenly lord may have some misunderstandings about the Amber King. Jeezy also wanted to say something, but upon closer examination, it seemed impossible to refute it. People in the universe all know that the god of exploration, Akivali, has passed away, disappeared. Lin. I feel like the music in this video is not as much as the music brought by the Dark Fire Joker. Jingyuan. Great Heavenly Lord, star gods cannot be used for entertainment. Lin. I think they can definitely become fun. Start playing 8-second video, let Nanak destroy the universe directly after watching, the video played continuously, and the light curtain lit up again. Aha suddenly jumped in front of Nanak, who was observing the universe. Aha, let's go, it's fun. He slapped Nanak on the left face. Nanak was taken aback, then raised his left hand to counterattack but was blocked by Aha, who then slapped Nanak in the face with his backhand. After Aha finished speaking, he kicked Nanak down with a sweeping leg, turned around, and ran away. Nanak stood up and chased after Aha, who threw a banana peel under his feet. Without paying attention, Nanak slipped and fell into the trash can. Aha saw Nanak fall into the trash can and ran back, kindly closing the lid of the trash can. The video ends here, it's only 8 seconds. Happy Star God Aha. This is great, this video has fun, Aha really likes it. Lin. Hahaha, this video is good. When will Aha come back to reality and record it for you? I will ask Fuli to record it for you. Destruction Star God Nanak. Death. Lin. Lo, Nanak asked you to die. Let me see if you die quickly. Happy Star God Aha. Aha, don't die. If you die, you won't have fun. Why don't we go kill Nanak? Lin. Alright, you go ahead. The pharmacist asked me for something, so I'll leave first. Lin was speechless, and Aha had set a trap for him again. Even if he arched the fire, he still had a lot of self-awareness. On the entire screen, there are only bullet comments from Lin and Aha. Other forces cannot comment on this video, and they dare not comment either. These two are the most powerful envoys, and the other is the Star God. Lin is still alone and not afraid of retaliation from the Anti-Material Legion. He has no worries, but others still have concerns. After all, no one wants to be targeted by the Anti-Material Legion. Start playing. Chaoyue. Let this world become what I want now. Kiana. Wow, that's such a crazy sentence. Fisher. Well, if you could say this person must be no weaker than me. Kiana. Who are you, Fisher? Listen. I am the Queen of Judgment, whose real name is Fisher, from the pure land of the night. Judge all the sins of this world, and thoroughly understand all the true knowledge in this world, Kiana. Wow, you're actually a princess. You're so amazing. Fisher. Ha ha ha, praise this princess. Kiana. Praise the Empress, Fisher. Oh, roar I, the Empress, have sailed through the stars, traveled through many worlds, experienced the fates of 10,000 universes, and read through all the silent records of souls. This live broadcast must be fate that brought her into this world, intertwining our cause and effect. Kiana. Although I don't understand, it looks very impressive. Alicia. Yes, it looks so impressive. Fisher. I promise you to accompany me and become my servants. Oz, Miss means. I want to become friends with you. Kiana. Where did the translator come from, Alicia? Your profile picture is so cute, we will be good friends in the future, Fisher. Cough, of course. Lin. What is the second disease in the middle? Lin roast, then the video began to play, and his attention followed. No, I'm not crazy. A hysterical sound emanated from the screen of light. Ah. Lin was stunned when she heard the voice. Am I going to become a joy? Kiana. What a familiar voice, Blonia. Which Kylan's voice is in the first video Easter egg? Black Tower. Interesting, it takes some kind of blow to make this kind of sound. Fireworks. Oh roar, you can see Ji Lin's breakdown, it's so enjoyable for me, Ji Lin. Am I going to have fun now? A broken train floats in space, while not far away is a starship larger than a planet, followed by a planet that is already half depleted. Whether it's the anti-material army or the bountiful people, they have all died next, it's your immortal boat alliance and family, Jingyuan. Ji Lin, stop it. In the void, people from various factions such as Lao Yang, Ji Zi, Dan Heng, Xing, Kafka, Silver Wolf, Blade, Sunday, Topa, Sand Gold, Jing Yuan, and Fu Xian stood opposite Ji Lin with weapons in hand. At this moment, Ji Lin's luxurious hanfu turned black, her pupils turned golden, and she had a crazy expression on her face, holding a black sword. Ji Lin. Stop. Why did I stop? Ji Lin brushed the black Xian Yuan sword, his expression struggling as memories dissipated like the wind. With a wave of the black Xian Yuan sword in his hand, a black sword light instantly cut off 1/3 of the Luo Fu immortal boat. Watching the exploding Luofu immortal boat and listening to the mournful cries for help, his expression shattered and he began to sing. Power, homeland, ideal. Since becoming a bountiful envoy, I thought I had everything I wanted, but in this universe, there is nothing that belongs to me. That's right, I destroyed the anti-material legion, killed the extinction lord, and saved this universe. I did what you couldn't do, and I have surpassed you. Jingyuan. You're crazy. Jingyuan's divine ruler rose from behind, and a golden electric light shone on Ji Lin's face. The divine ruler's sword pointed straight at Ji Lin. I'm not crazy. I've defeated this universe. This is my own strength, my own destination, my own ideal. Jingyuan's pupils suddenly shrank, and the divine lord's sword pierced through Ji Lin's body, engulfing her with a golden thunderbolt. This is the real me. Accompanied by a fierce roar, the black sword light devoured the divine king, and the raging energy instantly knocked everyone present away. Enough, kneel down for me. The black energy began to converge and eventually transformed into a black Xian Yuan sword made up of energy, even larger than the sun. A strange rune appeared on Ji Lin's forehead, his sword pointed at his chest, and the sword made of energy was like a black sun, pointing straight at everyone in front. Now, I want to make this world the way I want it to be. Chapter 4. The joy is surprisingly. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Now, I'm going to make this world the way I want it to be. Accompanied by Ji Lin's hysterical voice, the pitch-black Xian Yuan sword fell, annihilating the Starry Sky train, Pinocchio Connie, and the Luo Fu immortal boat that came to support in the desperate eyes of everyone. The scattered energy directly affected everything within about 100,000 light-years, whether it was a planet or a meteorite, all of which turned into dust, forming a cavity with a diameter of about 100,000 light-years in this universe. Mebius. May. Kevin. Star. Silver Wolf. I want to go home, I want to go home. The video has temporarily stopped. Both people from the other two worlds and myself from the Star Dome Railway world are foolish. Black Tower. At Ji Lin, what have you gone crazy about? Jingyuan. At Ji Lin, de Tianzun, what is the situation? Black Tower didn't say anything for now. She was just curious about the situation where Ji Lin began to launch a killing spree, while Jingyuan saw that Luo Fu was destroyed by Ji Lin. He rubbed his furrowed brow and didn't understand whether it was a joke or the future. If it was the future, then Ji Lin would be placed on the list of major enemies by the entire immortal boat now. Sunday. At Ji Lin, de Tianzun, I don't think the family has provoked you in any way, have they? Sunday is also foolish, this isn't that right. How could I have been inexplicably killed? There's not even a single line left. Ji Lin. Is there a possibility that this video is actually fake? Vivi, a cavity of about 100,000 light-years. This is the one that exploded a Milky Way galaxy. Ice Queen. Is the outside world so terrifying? The Queen of Ice is foolish. She knows that Tiva has a unique false sky, but she didn't expect the world outside of the false sky to be so terrifying. She discovered that anyone who appeared in the video could have single-brushed the entire Tiva. Ji Lin. Hello, don't think so. This video must be fake. Fireworks. Who knows, maybe this is the future, Ji Lin. You're done. When I kill the Dark Fire Joker, I'll go find you. Wait for me. Archduke of Underworld Fire. Can you change your name? Star. I didn't wake up from my coma when I saw myself dead. How miserable I am. After seeing the barrage of stars, Kafka focused her attention on her, making sure she wasn't awake before continuing to peek at other people's barrage. How did this child know she was still unconscious? Old Yang on the train was still reminiscing about what Ji Lin had said before, which was too visually appealing to him, to the point where he completely believed that the video was playing whole life. And the fact is, as Lao Yang thought, this is a live-action video. After the light curtain dimmed for a while, the screen lit up again, and at this point, the scene completely changed. Ji Lin sat on the ground with a wooden board in both hands, and the board was written with words such as stupid and randomly changing scripts. What have you done? Uncle Yang's script is not written like that. And your role is not right either. March 7th, holding the rolled-up script, gently tapped Ji Lin's little head. Lao Yang's script is too boring, why don't I modify it, puff. Sorry, Dan Heng. As soon as Lao Yang took a sip of tea, he sprayed it out and spat on Dan Heng, who was sitting across from him. Ji Lin is a person from the same period as Amber King, I don't know how old he is. A mouthful of old Yang makes him feel like he can't make up for how much Yang has lost in life. Topa. All my lines were snatched by the Heavenly Lord. Yes, in Lao Yang's script, turning this world into what I want, is actually Topa's line, and Topa's setting is that he was shot by Rosa and his brain was damaged. After being cured, another consciousness was born in his mind, and he treated himself as Topa, punched Rosa, set to play Otto, kicked Stargirl, set to play Kevin, and finally defeated by Xiao San, set to play Kiana, and his own body. On March 7th, he poked Ji Lin's cheek with the script and asked in dissatisfaction, what about my role? Uncle Yang clearly gave me the role because GZ saved me and taught me the last lesson, but you deleted all of it. Ji Lin. I felt a bit sad in this paragraph, so I deleted it. March 7th. Then you can't delete all of them. Silver Wolf sat on the side playing the game. Don't mention it, he deleted all of my scenes. It's better not to let me play. Topa looked at the short video on the screen and asked with a headache, sigh. Originally a super grown movie, it was hard for you to change it into a short video with only a few minutes. How can I explain it to the company, the Tianzun? Ji Lin. This is not better than Lao Yang's script. Lao Yang's script is so long, with over 30 chapters. I don't know how much it will cost, and if you think about it, I saved you a Kafka's money by filming like this. You have to thank me. Topa. But the company requires that the movie content must be about growth, friendship, health, sunshine, and positivity. This short video is also not healthy, sunshine, and positivity. Ji Lin. Nonsense. Why not? Didn't Fu Xian in the video just grow up? I used my abundant power to specially give her breast augmentation and height growth. Fu Xian. You rascal, don't say anything more. Ji Lin. Friendship, look at you guys fighting me last time. Isn't this friendship? Ji Lin. Then healthy sunshine, positive and upward. In the script, I killed all the anti-material legion and the abundant people, and the universe was peaceful. Isn't this healthy sunshine? Xiao March pinched Ji Lin's cheeks with both hands, pulling and kneading them back and forth, but in the end, you killed everyone, Ji Lin. Didn't I resurrect you all? Along with everything from that 100,000 light years. March 7th. But it's not being filmed now. The ending is that you killed us all. You bastard. At this moment, Ji Lin stood up with a proud crossover and snapped his fingers. Sangbo, who had been hiding, walked over with a camera. De Tianzun, everything is ready. Ji Lin. Well done, here you are. There is half a Silver Wolf's credit point with the password AH4313 inside. Ji Lin took the camera, took out a card from his body, and handed it to Sangbo. Cheng Lu. I'm working with Lao Sangbo, so you can rest assured. Just call Lao Sangbo again next time you need it, and we'll give you a 50% discount. Sangbo smiled and took the card given by Ji Lin, bowed elegantly, and then ran away quickly. Ji Lin extracted the video from the camera and handed it over to Topa. Here, you can go and cut it together yourself. I have Sangbo Chuan record it. It wasn't until March 7th that I realized it. Ah. Did you have that guy Sanbo record everything? Ji Lin. Yes, if you cut this section together, it will be healthy and sunny. Everyone is happy. Topa. Sigh. I'll give it a try, hoping to pass the company's review. Topa and Shajin left helplessly with 2 video data clips. After a system crash, Ji Lin suddenly sent a video to Topa. Ji Lin. Topa, treat this as an Easter egg and put it at the end. Topa. What is this? Ji Lin. You can see for yourself. I'm going to bed now. Topa. Okay. After replying to Kylan's message, Topa opened the video sent by Kylan. The video is only a few tens of seconds long, and it shows Sanwo withdrawing money from a bank of Star Peace Corporation. Sir, are you sure there is a credit point in this card? Sangbo replied confidently, sure. There are at least 2.5 billion credit points in here. Sigh. The front desk sighed and left their job position. They went to the back to pick up a box and handed it to Sangbo to explain to him. Sir, there is no credit point in this card, only one sentence. Please take a look for yourself. You don't really believe there are credit points in this card, do you? No, 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 but you can retrieve a box from any company's bank with this card, that's your true reward. Ji Lin Lu, So this card is just a proof of pickup, right? Sangbo scratched his head in confusion, then took the box, placed it on the ground, rubbed his hands in anticipation, and said, let old Sangbo see what treasure de Tianzun gave me. After speaking, Sangbo was about to open the box when it exploded on its own, and an aha doll popped out of it. The doll danced and played a voice message. Hee hee, you really thought there was a treasure in here. Slightly rough. You've been fooled. I, Ji Lin, have always only received profits without giving anything, and I still want to make money from me. You think so beautifully. To punish you for asking me for something, I have already punished you. The punishment is that all the treasures you have been collecting have been sold by me. Woo, Lao Sangbo is really pitiful, he's penniless, but I bought this aha doll with the credit points you exchanged for it. Thank you, I'll give you this doll as a gift. Goodbye poor Mr. Sambo. The voice ended, and Sangbo knelt down on the ground with a collapsed face, staring blankly at the aha doll dancing in front of him. No, 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 my treasure. Sangbo's crying was heartbreaking, overwhelming with tears, and he collapsed on the ground. The video ended with Sangbo's crying, passers-by watching and taking photos, and Ji Lin's laughter. The video ends here, and the sound of the system also rings. The playback of the second creation video has ended today, and the constraints have been lifted. People from all over the world can freely communicate. Please look forward to the next video. Jingyuan. I mean, how could Tai Yi, the great heavenly lord, be the one who killed innocent people indiscriminately? It was indeed a parody video. As soon as the video ended, Jingyuan breathed a sigh of relief. Fortunately, it was just a parody video, and then he made a statement in the chat group. Fireworks. You weren't like this just now. Let me guess, you must have been thinking about whether to put Ji Lin on the list of enemies in the Immortal Boat Alliance, Jingyuan. Mask fools, don't talk nonsense. Our Immortal Boat Alliance and the Great Heavenly Lord are old friends and won't do such backstabbing things. Jingyuan let out a barrage of bullets without blushing or jumping. Fireworks. Really? Really? Jingyuan. Of course it's true. Fireworks. Cutting, it's really boring. Ji Lin. Hahaha, I thought I was having fun, but I didn't expect the Joker to be the last old Sangbo to appear. Sangbo. Woo woo woo, what did old Sangbo do wrong? I was the only one injured. March 7th. Although it's a parody video, we really died once in the video. Ji Lin. Didn't the video bring you back to life? Star. At Ji Lin, is your counting unit a bit strange in the video? What is a Kafka and half a silver wolf? Topa. Kafka and silver wolf are star core hunters, extremely dangerous entities, and are wanted by the company. Kafka's wanted amount is 10.899 billion credit points, while silver wolf's wanted amount is 5.1 billion credit points. Ji Lin. It's like this. Silver wolf. Bastard, don't count people casually. Star. I understand. Silver wolf. Hey, you don't need to understand this. Kiana. What? It turned out to be just a parody video. Blonia. Stupid Chiana, didn't you watch what was said at the end? Although it was a spoof video, it's true that it almost exploded a galaxy. Kiana. Wow, it's really scary. Otto. Resurrection. After watching the video, Otto's thoughts were all focused on Ji Lin's words, resurrected you, including everything within 100,000 light-years. And the planets that were blown up in the video did indeed return. Otto made a decision in his heart, it's like going back in time to resurrect. It seems he needs to establish a good relationship with this Tai savior. However, there are several people who share this idea in the world of Genshin Impact. Fireworks. At Sangbo, guess who is happy? It's you, Sangbo. Fireworks. At Sangbo, guess who is the most miserable? It's you, Sangbo. Sangbo. Guess who doesn't have a role? It's you at Fireworks. Fireworks. Sangbo. Are you? Sangbo. I'm sorry, old Sangbo, I was wrong. Sangbo immediately withdrew his words and apologized, but he felt sad and said, you want to threaten me with my mask again. Sigh, I'm really pitiful, old Sangbo. The punishment for the silver wolf little ghost in chapter 5 is. You are listening at novelfull.audio. The video is over, we should go now. The train crew should be coming soon, and isn't that big heavenly lord also at the space station? Don't worry, there's no such thing as that old man in Elio's script. Unless something unexpected happens, we won't encounter him. Kafka's face showed a hint of tenderness as she looked at the star about to wake up. How much more will she remember? At least I will remember you, Silver Wolf replied nonchalantly, and Star slowly woke up and opened his eyes to see Kafka and Silver Wolf. Cards. 108.99 billion credit points and 5.1 billion credit points. Upon hearing Star's first words, Silver Wolf angrily raised his forehead and said, That damn old thing. Kafka also looked at Xing helplessly and then, like a loving mother who was about to send her child on a long journey, told her many words until Xing fell asleep again. The Silver Wolf pinched his watch and urged, according to the script, "It's really time to leave now." "Well, let's go." Kafka knew she couldn't waste any more time because the train was almost there, but she didn't expect Jilin to jump out at this moment. "I don't think you can leave yet." Jilin's slightly angry expression startled their hearts to a halt for a moment. Then they both raised their weapons and said, "I've been looking at you for so long, I've always wanted to come." "Great Heavenly Sovereign! You're actually on the Black Tower space station." Kafka recovered quickly because she wasn't afraid, but she could tell from Kylan's words that Kylan was probably there when they invaded the space station. It is normal to be vigilant about someone who has been observing themselves by their side without even realizing it. Jilin remained silent, while Kafka and Silver Wolf grew vines from under their feet, controlling them. Then a lotus flower emerged from behind Jilin, and the three of them transformed into light and threw it into the lotus flower. The lotus flower dissipated into the space station, leaving only Star, who was unconscious, on the scene. In the unknown space, the atmosphere was tense and tense. "Great Heavenly Lord, I don't think there is any conflict between the Star Core Hunter and you, right?" "Humph, now I have it. You just called me old." Jilin seemed a bit angry, holding her breasts and looking at the two people across from her. "Cut, aren't you old?" Silver Wolf whispered with a disdainful expression on his face. The next moment, two vines lifted the Silver Wolf up. "All right, you little devil, let me teach you a lesson." Jilin pretended to be angry and said that the Silver Wolf's hard struggle was useless, but instead made the vines tighten tighter and tighter. "De Tianzun, the child speaks without restraint. Can you let her go?" Kafka stood in front of the Silver Wolf and raised her sword to point at Jilin. "This is a trial, it has been opened since you entered my impure cave." Kylan's words made Kafka's face solemn. Kylan's trial could only survive if she passed, but the content of the trial was determined by Kylan. The person being tested had no choice, and failure meant death. "Do you know why there are so many flowers in my clean cave sky?" Jilin sat on a chair made up of petals and asked. "I don't know, who cares about your flowers, let go of me." Silver Wolf dared not continue to struggle, because she also found that the more she struggled, the tighter the vines were tied. Kafka also shook her head. "Those who haven't passed the trial have become flower fat hee. Jilin's words made the Silver Wolf's hair stand on end, and Kafka had no choice but to take the initiative to defeat Jilin. He could only pass his trial. "So, Heavenly Lord, what is the content of the trial?" "The trial content is very simple. Even if you two can take my hand from this flower and complete it, of course I won't kill you if it fails, but there will still be punishment." After Jilin finished speaking, she let go of the Silver Wolf. Kafka and the Silver Wolf exchanged glances and nodded at each other, then several high-explosive grenades were thrown out. At the same time, the Silver Wolf's multifunctional weapon, Prometheus, changed into cannon form, and a beam of light composed of imaginary energy shot towards Jilin. In battle, it is often more advantageous to seize the opportunity, as Silver Wolf and Kafka thought, but the person on the other side is the commander of abundance. Jilin didn't even defend himself, and the grenade and light hit him without even breaking through his clothes. Jilin takes 0 damage and triggers the bountiful talent to heal 100 capital. Bad children who secretly speak ill of adults will be punished. The explosion echoed through the space, where there was no dust or impurities. The petals of the exploded flowers gradually fell, and Jilin's intact appearance was faintly visible within the petals. Tisk. The Silver Wolf quickly adjusted the Prometheus on his arm, and then tens of thousands of light cannons constructed from imaginary energy gathered their strength to launch a bombing attack on Jilin. And Kafka took advantage of Kylan's loss of sight and went around behind him. Ji-Lin waved her hand casually, and the petals formed a storm that shattered all the weapons constructed by the Silver Wolf. At the same time, 4 vines extended from the petals, and the Silver Wolf couldn't dodge and was caught by the vines. Then, he hung her in the air like a big character and pulled her in front of Ji-Lin. Hee 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 hee, you little female ghost, I've caught you. Ji-Lin let out a lewd laugh, casually throwing the flower symbolizing the completion of the trial, generating a dog-tail grass in her hand, and walked up to the Silver Wolf with a cheap smile on her face. What are you doing? The Silver Wolf struggled in fear. Ji-Lin raised his small hand, and a new vine grew behind the Silver Wolf. Under Ji-Lin's control, it whipped the Silver Wolf's buttocks like a whip. Little devil, accept the punishment of the adults. The Silver Wolf's face turned red after being hit by his butt, and a sense of shame and humiliation surged in his heart. Let go of me, you bastard. What do you call me? Ji-Lin said, controlling the vines and giving her another slap, then rubbing the dog-tail grass under her armpit. Damn it. Ha ha ha, let go of me. Silver Wolf's butt stabbed in pain, and Ji-Lin scratched her armpit with dog-tail grass, causing her body to tremble in uncontrollable laughter. Call me the loving heavenly sovereign. Ji-Lin summoned another vine, with 2 vines, one on the left and one on the right, one heavy and one light, rhythmically whipping the Silver Wolf's buttocks. Woo woo woo. Ha ha ha. I'm sorry. Let me go. Woo ha ha. The Silver Wolf was made to cry and laugh by Ji-Lin, unable to close his mouth, tears and saliva flowing uncontrollably. Am I the compassionate heavenly sovereign? Ji-Lin chuckled mischievously and generated another dog-tail grass, attacking her other armpit. I'm sorry. I was wrong, woo-woo. It's better. The Silver Wolf rolled its eyes under stimulation, its consciousness blurry, its tongue bulging and its speech blurry. De Tianzun, stop for a moment. The flowers have already been received. As Ji-Lin was playing with enthusiasm, Kafka's voice sounded from behind as she walked over holding flowers. Ji-Lin paused and threw away the dog-tail grass in displeasure, while dissipating all the vines. The Silver Wolf fell onto a flower that was larger than the human body, convulsing. TSK. I'm just having fun, can't I just wait for a while? I'm really not keeping up with the times. Ji-Lin snatched the flower from Kafka's hand, then stepped aside from the Silver Wolf and sat back on the flower chair. I'm afraid you'll spoil this child, big heavenly lord. Kafka picked up the almost broken Silver Wolf. Who let this little ghost speak disrespectfully to me? I used to see you guys walking towards me after releasing the Star Core. Ji-Lin played with the flower in her hand with a tone that was taken for granted. Although I didn't have enough fun, it did make me have a lot of fun. It's time to deal with the Dark Fire Joker. Goodbye, Starcore Hunter. Ji-Lin and Wuzhou Dongtian disappeared into petals in front of Kafka's eyes. Her mind was in a daze for a moment, and Ji-Lin's voice rang in her mind. Oh, by the way, if you pass the trial, there will naturally be rewards as well. Remember to check it. When they regained their senses, the 2 of them had already arrived on a dead planet. Chapter 6. Kafka fell in love with this feeling. You are listening at novelfull.audio. After Ji-Lin punished the Silver Wolf and left, March 7th and Danheng on the Black Tower space station had found the star, and Elio's script was proceeding normally. Ji-Lin did not destroy Ario's script. In Ario's script, Silver Wolf and Kafka only had a different exit method, which did not affect the final outcome. Of course, the Silver Wolf was the most miserable. After waking up, the piercing pain in her buttocks made her unable to move and she could only lie on the bed. And Kafka was holding an anti-inflammatory ointment and applying it to her. That despicable old man, I'll smash his butt sooner or later. Silver Wolf buried his head in the pillow, pounding the bed board. However, she used too much force and her body was moved, causing her to scream in pain. Alright, I'll apply some medicine for you, so you can rest well. Kafka gently drugged the silver wolf and comforted her. Woo, I absolutely can't spare. The silver wolf cried and made a fuss, gritting his teeth as he spoke, but before he could finish speaking, Ji Lin's voice suddenly came. Who can't you spare? Woo. The silver wolf was so frightened that he shut up and turned his head to look at Kafka, casting a frightened gaze. Did I hallucinate? I actually heard the voice of that old Heavenly Lord. Kafka shook her head, put down the ointment, and asked softly towards the void. Has the Tianzun already solved the problem of the Dark Fire Archduke? If you're here, come out and see him. No, I'm heading back to the Black Tower space station. Isn't it also in your script? Nanak will cast his gaze, and that child will awaken to the path of destruction. Ji Lin's voice echoed in their room. Upon hearing Kailan's words, Kafka looked solemn and said, Does the Heavenly Lord know much about Ario's script? No, I don't understand Elio's so-called script. Is that right? Kafka couldn't distinguish whether what Kailan said was true or false, but this must be reminded to Ario. Ario's script could not have observed Kailan as a person, and if Kailan really knew their script, Kailan would become the most uncertain factor and obstacle for them. Let me remind you that you have passed my trial, and you should understand the rest, right? Blessing. I don't know what blessings the Heavenly Lord has given us. Kafka does not want the blessings of Jilin. The blessings of abundance are incomplete, like the immortal boat people who have been blessed by the pharmacist. Although they are immortal, they have the disadvantage of having a demonic body. But Jilin's blessing cannot be refused. Once refused, it would be a loss of face for him. No one knows what a powerful and bottomless envoy would do, so we can only follow his words. What you most want in your heart, how to use it, just think of me. As for this little ghost, her reward is to plant my seed inside her body. Kafka looked puzzled. What kind of abstract blessing, as well as the blessing of the silver wolf, doesn't it feel quite right? Does this Heavenly Lord want an old ox to eat tender grass? Hey, you pervert, what did you plant in my body? Upon hearing Ji Lin's words, the silver wolf angrily got up from the bed, but in pain, he lay back and shamefully shouted at the void. Literally, I have planted a rich seed in your body, and I can catch you wherever you are in the future. I can see whatever you are doing. Silver Wolf was shocked. Doesn't this mean he's forever monitoring him? Bastard, I don't want this reward. Take it back quickly. Ji Lin's teasing voice came, no way, and you have to think carefully. If you are in danger in the future, I can also rush to save you in an instant, isn't it? Damn it. The silver wolf shattered his teeth and swallowed them into his stomach, his eyes already beginning to shed small pearls. The battle on the space station is coming to an end. If you don't go over there, you won't be able to watch the show. Goodbye. Ji Lin's voice disappeared, and the two fell into silence. After a while, the silver wolf was the first to say, as he left. By the way, I thought I heard you say I'm old again before, but I won't punish you if I see your little pearl fall. Suddenly Ji Lin's voice sounded again, which scared the silver wolf and almost caused myocardial infarction. Ha ha ha, I really left this time. Ji Lin seemed to see the reaction of the silver wolf, and the joy in her voice could not be concealed. Kafka, does Elio have a way to solve his blessing? Silver Wolf asked, revealing an expression she had never seen before. Sadness and begging coexisting. No, Kafka shook her head, sigh. The hope was shattered, and the silver wolf could no longer suppress his inner grievances. He lay on the bed and cried. Kafka walked up and rubbed the silver wolf's hair, comforting her. Don't cry, it's also good for you. Didn't you notice? Your butt is fine. I think the abundant seed of the Heavenly Lord has given you the power to heal yourself. And, do you really believe what the Tianzun said? The Tianzun, like a masked fool, likes to find fun in people. I think he's trying to scare you, don't worry. After comforting the silver wolf, Kafka left her room and returned to her own room, pondering over Ji Lin's words. Think about him. What does it mean? Kafka didn't understand at all. What she wanted most in her heart was an emotion called fear, but what did it have to do with Ji Lin's blessing? Kafka closed her eyes and imagined what Kailin looked like in her mind. Suddenly, an inexplicable emotion surged in her heart. Kafka's mouth twitched and she couldn't help but burst into laughter, her body trembling involuntarily. This is not joy, but a laugh of fear. After imagining the appearance of Ji Lin in her mind and spirit were simultaneously stimulated by unknown forces. Her body was not under her control, just like a person would use their hands to resist or run away when attacked, which was instinctive. Fear is a form of psychological judgment, such as a scary box. When you reach in to touch something, but your eyes can only see the box outside, you have no idea what is inside the box, so you can only rely on touch to judge. At the same time, your mind begins to imagine what will be inside. When you touch something different from what you imagined, you will instinctively withdraw your hand, which is the instinct triggered by fear. At this moment, Kafka developed an emotion called fear, due to the power of Kailin, but this emotion was false, fleeting, and could only provide her with less than 10 seconds of stimulation. But it was these 10 seconds of stimulation that made Kafka experience palpitations for the first time. She became addicted, liked this feeling, and didn't want to forget it. This is truly a satisfying blessing. Ji Lin's words were actually to frighten the silver wolf. Kafka was right. The only function of the fertile seed was to give the silver wolf a self-healing ability and slow down aging. She wanted to give her the ether card, but it was in the hands of Haida. And Ji Lin has returned to the Black Tower space station, just in time to block the Doomsday Beast's attack on March 7th. Memories flashed through Star's mind like a lantern, and finally froze on Nanak's phantom. Ji Lin was currently by the side of the star, and he was also noticed by Nanak. What are you looking at? Ji Lin shouted fearlessly to Nanak's phantom. Of course, this is just surface level. In the end, he is just a messenger. There is an insurmountable gap between the messenger and the star god. The reason why he is so bold is that he discovered the Aha mask behind Nanak during the human battle against Ahashur. Nanak's face remained expressionless, with no sadness, no joy, and no anger. He glanced at Ji Lin and then disappeared. When the star core inside the celestial body began to explode, Ji Lin arrived at the battlefield and casually waved to disperse the attack of the Doomsday Beast. At the same time, a large number of tree roots grew from the steel floor of the space station. They instantly grew from Ji Lin's feet to the position of the Doomsday Beast, wrapped around its body, and dragged it into Ji Lin's pristine cave, turning into flower fat. Then Ji Lin lightly tapped the star's forehead with her hand, directly suppressing the energy of the star nucleus and embracing the star that was about to fall from the sky. This child is fine. She's unconscious, she'll be fine soon. To be honest, this scene is a bit comical. Ji Lin's height is less than 1.4 meters, and holding a star that is at least 1.7 meters tall in a princess's embrace is somewhat inappropriate. In the character story of Kafka, she is about 1.7 meters tall, and the star is about the same height as her, so it is also set at 1.7 meters here. De Tianzun, so you're really on the space station. GZ walked forward and took a star from Ji Lin's hand. Hello GZ, we meet again. You guys should take this child away first. Let's talk later. Ji Lin's arms were free, and she smiled and sprinkled some flowers on everyone present. The petals gently caressed their bodies, and the injured wounds healed, while the undamaged physical strength recovered. GZ agreed with Ji Lin's words, and then shouted to March 7th, who was holding onto the petals beside her with her hand, that's right. Little March, you come and help the star. Let's go meet up with Esta first. Black Tower is also coming soon. Here we are, here we are. Little March 7th walked forward to hold on to the star, and then everyone left the platform together. Chapter 7. Reopening of Two Innovations. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Who am I? Where am I? What happened? Waking up from the bed in the medical room, Xing looked at the ceiling with a bewildered expression. Ah, you're awake, Star. March 7th, sitting by the bed, saw Star wake up, put down her phone, and helped Star sit up, asking with concern. Is there any discomfort in the body? Xing shook her head. Not only did she not feel uncomfortable, but she even felt better than before, just like a new student. It's okay. After you helped me block the attack, it was Jilin de Tianzun who saved us. Xing recalled for a moment who Jilin de Tianzun was, the person in the chat group who counted with Kafka and Silver Wolf. I want to thank him. On March 7th, he nodded in agreement and said, well, of course, I want to go and thank Jilin de Tianzun well. When you blocked the attack of the Doomsday Beast for me, I scared me to death. Fortunately, you're okay. Xing lifted his legs and lay a bit numb. With the help of March 7th, he stood up. Xing, do you need to rest for a while longer? No need, I feel much better now. If I continue to lie down, my body will rust, said Xing, gently shaking his head. On March 7th, I released the star and took out my phone. There was a message sent by GZ, okay, then let's go find GZ. GZ said they are in the office of the Black Tower. Xing nodded and the two of them left the medical room together. At this moment, in the Black Tower office, Jilin was holding the Black Tower doll and touching her. I said, can you let go of me? Black Tower summoned a diamond hammer and knocked Jilin's head repeatedly. The diamond hammer was about to shatter, and Jilin's head didn't even drop a hair. It's just a doll. I even hugged your body when I was a child. What's wrong with hugging a doll? Jilin spoke confidently and carefully sniffed around the neck of the Black Tower doll. Black Tower, your doll smells so good. Let go of me quickly. The face of the Black Tower doll blushed eerily, pushing Jilin away. After being pushed away, Jilin came to GZ's side and saved her waist. Don't let me hold her, I'll hold GZ, she said. The Tianzun hasn't changed at all. GZ covered her mouth and smiled, as if coaxing a child to rub Jilin's head all day. Jilin, do you know the origin of that chat group? Black Tower asked Jilin with a glance. Jilin let go of GZ and said seriously, I don't know. I really don't know. I thought you knew everything after living for so long. Haida didn't really believe Jilin's words. His intuition told her that Jilin must know some information, but this guy has an extremely bad personality, and it's hard to get him to say things from his mouth. Living for a long time doesn't mean understanding everything. Jilin waved her hand and said. Okay, what are you doing on my space station? Black Tower stopped asking and turned the topic away. Jilin's secret will be dug up separately in the future. Jilin sat in the void, her memory materialized, projecting what she had seen on the space station. The memory only ended when Kafka inserted the star nucleus into the star's body. After watching the video, Haida became interested in the star and said, what kind of skill is this star core hunter? He can actually use a little ghost to shelter the star core. It seems that I need to study this little ghost. Forget it, Black Tower. The stars must follow the Star Dome train. Jilin's words dispelled Black Tower's thoughts, but she didn't understand. Why? GZ also looked at Jilin in confusion, waiting for his answer. Let me figure out how to express it. If the stars don't follow the celestial train, the fun in this universe will be much less, which will be very boring. Just for this. It seems like you really have this one reason. Haida thought for a moment, and what she said really matched her impression of Jilin. It's okay, if Xing is willing to follow the Star Dome train, we often return to the Black Tower space station. You can come and take a look at the Black Tower, GZ said after hearing Ji Lin's reasons. Okay, it won't make me lose interest at once. This is indeed feasible, and Black Tower also has other things to do, so it's impossible to focus on studying stars every day. Correct GZ, the star must follow the train of the starry sky. Ji Lin decided on the future of the star without doubt. This is based on his own speculation based on existing intelligence. When tracking Kafka, he once heard that Kafka wanted to stuff the star core into a container. Later, he watched Kafka stuff the star core into the star's body, but there was no further explanation. If that's all, the role of the star is only to serve as a container for the star core, then he would be disappointed with Elio's script. In Ji Lin's imagination, a deeper layer may be to stuff the star into the container of the star train. Only in this way can we reach the future that the star core hunter envisions. Otherwise, they wouldn't have chosen to steal the star core of the Black Tower at this time. The star must occupy a leading role in Ario's script, and the Star Dome train is a necessary condition for the protagonist's growth. Therefore, the star must follow the Star Dome train to explore and understand the principles contained in all the star gods' destiny. Hello, am I really a genius? Ji Lin thought, the corners of her mouth rising uncontrollably. Sure enough, what scares me is my wisdom. Ha ha ha. What are you going crazy about? Black Tower immediately distanced himself from Ji Lin, looking afraid of being infected with the intellectually disabled virus. Ji Lin put away her smile and let out a light cough, feeling a bit embarrassed. Ahem, the star is here. The office door opened and March 7th and Xing walked in. Black Tower, GZ, de Tianzun, we are here. March 7th raised his hand to greet the three of them. Do you have any unusual sensations in your body, Xing? GZ asked. Star's heart warmed and the corner of his mouth slightly curled up. I'm fine, thank you for your concern, and thank you, Ji Lin de Tianzun. Ji Lin waved her hand, indicating that she didn't need to thank her and cast a glance at GZ. GZ nodded slightly and invited Xing. Xing, I would like to invite you to explore with our Star Dome train. Upon hearing GZ's invitation, Xing fell into deep thought. Seeing Xing unable to make a decision for a while, GZ said to her, you don't need to answer now. Our train will be delayed for a few more days for supplies. You can think carefully about it. I will consider it carefully. When everyone was communicating, only March 7th kept looking at Ji Lin. Ji Lin felt a fiery heat from March 7th's gaze and smiled, asking, March 7th, why are you looking at me? Ah. De Tianzun actually knows my name. Not right. Because. Ji Lin pointed me out on March 7th, feeling lost and stuttering. I've been watching because De Tianzun is so cute. After finishing speaking on March 7th, I covered my face with my hand, which was too shameful. Haha, you are the cutest on March 7th. Ji Lin heard March 7th's words and felt good. She flew to March 7th and gently touched her waist, where a lotus flower blended into her clothes, transforming into a faint lotus texture. This lotus flower is given to you, emerging from the mud without staining. May your future still maintain this purity. Speaking in silence, Ji Lin looked at the star, and at the same moment, a phoenix tail orchid blended into her clothes, transforming into a phoenix tail orchid texture. You two are both very beautiful and lovely, I really like them. Ji Lin did not explain the flower language of the phoenix tail orchid, but instead floated up so that her hands could touch the heads of March 7th and Star. Her hands rubbed the hair of March 7th and Star, making them look messy. GZ came up from behind and carried Ji Lin away, placing him next to the Black Tower doll. Seeing Ji Lin's mouth bulging, she said helplessly, all right, Heavenly Master, please let these two children go. They can't withstand your teasing. After speaking to Ji Lin, GZ used the excuse of taking the Star to visit the space station to make March 7th and Star leave the office. I need to go back to the train and see what supplies Pam needs. You two can talk about it. GZ noticed that Ji Lin and Hei Ta had something to communicate with. When He Xing left on March 7th, she also found a reason to leave the office, leaving space for Ji Lin and Hei Ta. They've all left, let's go too. Ji Lin put away her frivolous expression, waved, and entered the lotus flower of the Pure Land to suck him and the Black Tower in. Ida organized the reconstruction work of the space station. On March 7th, Hexing visited the space station and helped with the reconstruction. Dan Heng, Lao Yang, and GZ returned to the train, while Ji Lin and Hei Ta entered the Pure Land. People were doing their own things, and the live broadcast room opened again. People who were communicating in chat groups stopped sending messages. The second creation live broadcast room has opened, and this time it is playing the Three Realms Idol Trainee Competition, Kiana. Hey, the live broadcast room has opened again. What is the Three Realms Idol Trainee Competition? Blonia. Idol trainees are just preparing idols, stupid Kiana doesn't understand that. Alicia. Oh, it looks like a competition for selecting idols. If Eden can participate, she will definitely win first. Eden. Thank you for your praise, my good Ellie. Fireworks. Bored, what's so good about this kind of singing and dancing program? This live broadcast room shouldn't be without fun, right? GZ. Three Worlds. That should be the joint video of Genshin Impact, Disintegration, and our Three Worlds. Rosalia. Lilia, it's an idol-type video. Do you think there will be us? Lilia. Stupid Rosalia, it's not just an idol video that will have us. And we haven't made it yet. Video loading completed, start playing. P.S. The main storyline is an accident, and the whole story is the norm. Start the whole story. Chapter 8. Idol Producers. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jimmy. Good morning, good afternoon and good evening, audience friends from Genshin Impact World, the Broken World or the Star Dome Railway World. Jimmy. I am Jimmy, the host of the final of the Three Realms Idol Trainee Selection Competition. On the stage, the Snow Owl greeted the audience with its wings and microphone. The final of the idol trainees was a sea of people from all over the world, including orcs, half-orcs, stone people, water people, and fire people. People from all races in the Three Realms came to watch the final, cheering and excited. Jimmy. There are only 5 trainees left to enter the final competition, and the winner of this final will become the first captain of our Three Realms Idol Company's men's team. Jimmy. Then the first one to appear is the judge of the final, Ms. Nilu, a dancer from the Genshin Impact world. Audience. Nelu. Hello, audience friends, I'm Nilu from the Genshin Impact world, and I'm glad to be invited to attend the judges of the final of the 3rd session of trainees. Nilu, wearing a white dress, walked onto the stage, bowed to the audience, said with a sweet smile in her hand, and then walked to the judge's chair. Jimmy. The next judge to appear is Lady Eden, the golden singer from the Shattered World. Audience. Oh. Eden. Wearing a gorgeous red dress, Eden gracefully walked onto the stage with a microphone in hand. May this world shine like gold. Hello everyone, I am Eden from the Shattered World. I am very grateful for the invitation from Three Realms Idol Company to become a judge for this final. Eden gracefully bowed to the audience, then walked towards the judges and sat next to Nelu, greeting her. See you again, Nelu. Nice to see you again, Ms. Eden. Nelu took Eden's hand and smiled back. Jimmy. So the last judge to appear in this final is the popular idol from the Star Dome Railway world. Lady Mockingbird. Audience. It's a mockingbird. A mockingbird. A mockingbird. Mockingbird, dressed in a blue and white dress, walked onto the stage with a smile. Hello everyone, I am Mockingbird from the family. I am very grateful for the invitation from Three Realms Idol Company to participate in the final of this idol trainee competition and become a judge. The Mockingbird bowed slightly and also reached the judges' stage. Mockingbird. Long time no see, Miss Eden, Miss Nelu. Eden, Nelu. Long time no see, Miss Mockingbird. The audience cheered incessantly, and Nelu, Eden, and Mockingbird were three world-renowned singers or dancers, with the highest number of fans among the three worlds. Jimmy. Cough, calm down the audience. Let Jimmy explain the rules of this final. Jimmy. The final of the Three Realms Idol trainees will be conducted through a voting system. The 5 idol trainees who enter the final will need to introduce themselves and perform on stage. After the 5 idol trainees perform, the 3 judges will vote. The idol trainee who receives the most votes will become the first captain of the Three Realms Idol Company's male team. Jimmy. So, let's enter a period of advertising time, give our contestants some preparation time, and then officially start the competition. The audience who couldn't come to the scene started playing advertisements on the screen in front of them. Fongrao Hospital, the strongest hospital in the Three Realms, equipped with the most advanced equipment and the strongest physicians in the Three Realms, ensures that you get rid of your illness and bid farewell to your pain. Click on the link on the screen to get a 50% discount. Choose a hospital, choose Fongrao Hospital. Are you still worried about the dangers of your journey? Are you still worried about your family's illness? The latest discounts at Shishingtang, buy 1 get 1 free, buy 2 stones at a time, and the 3rd stone is even half price. Click on the link below to purchase the luxury package at Shishingtang. There is also a professional who plays, and sings in one go, ensuring that your family or yourself have a smooth journey on your way to Shishingtang. When the video enters the advertising time, the chat group keeps barrage of people. P.S. When the chat group is opened, use, for the comments of the second creator and, for the comments of the real person, so as to better distinguish them. Alicia. Wow, there really is Eden. Kafka. Yen has become a security guard on site, it's quite interesting. Kiana. Why is the host a big fat bird? Do birds from other worlds speak? Jimmy. Miss, I am Snow Owl. Fisher. It's not surprising that one can speak eloquently, and so can my relative Oz. Oz, miss, what I mean is that just like Mr. Jimmy, I can speak people's words. Kiana. Look at your profile picture, you're just a crow, aren't you all birds? Oz. There is still a difference between me and Mr. Jimmy. Strictly speaking, I am an elemental life. Walnut. Shengshengtang discount, buy 1 get 1 free second tablet half price, and also provide pre-order service. Please support Liu's Shengshengtang. Zhongli, Hall Master. Rosalia. Lilia, there are so many people. It would be great if we could perform on such a stage someday. Lilia. There's everything in the dream, Rosalia. Ji Lin. Little sister wants to become an idol. Give me your address, I am a professional agent. Rosalia. Really? Really? Ji Lin. It's true, I can let you sing and dance on a bigger stage than in the video. Tell me your home address quickly, I'll visit you soon. Blonia. Is there a police officer in the group? Someone is luring children here. Ji Lin. Humph. Who dares to catch me? I am the only one in the world. Everything in this world is just a plaything in my hand. Silver Wolf. An old cow eating tender grass is a dead pervert. Ji Lin. Oh. The lesson isn't enough, is it? The advertisement ends, and the screen returns to the scene of the Three Realms Idol Trainee Competition. Jimmy. After an excellent advertisement, our contestants are also ready and welcome back to the competition venue. So let me welcome the first contestant to appear, Walter Yang, a pioneer from the Star Dome Railway world. March 7th. What? It's Uncle Yang. Ji Lin. Good guy, Lao Yang, you still have a childlike heart. Otto. Walter, hee, it's really interesting. Lao Yang, dressed in a black suit, walked onto the stage holding the Eden kidnap, with a serious expression and a professional appearance. Jimmy. Alright, let's introduce ourselves to our contestant Mr. Walter. What exciting performances do we expect Walter to bring us? Lao Yang sorted out the bow around his neck, then stood up straight with his hands supporting his crutches. Hello everyone, I'm Walter Yang from the Star Dome train. He then bowed to the audience at the scene. Lao Yang. Through this period of special training, I have returned as a new idol trainee. Next, I will use my unique charm. Lao Yang paused for a moment and then lifted his right hand to do a motion that wiped his neck. Kill all the other trainees and become the ace. With his words closed, Lao Yang turned and threw Eden aside, turning his back to the audience. Jimmy. Oh, look at this posture. Walter brought us a dance performance. It is said that the train crew are all talented, and I believe Mr. Walter's performance can bring us unparalleled enthusiasm. Jimmy attached the explanation perfectly, and at the same time, eerie BGM sounded. At this moment, Lao Yang suddenly fell backwards, his hands on the ground, his eyes down and his mouth up. He was in an arched posture, his head swaying left and right, rushing towards the audience and the real-time live broadcast camera. Combined with the eerie BGM, Lao Yang's twisted movements, and the deep, burping sound emanating from his mouth, the competition fell into silence. The sound of the coconut. Lao Yang was like a robotic vacuum cleaner, walking around the stage 3 times on the left and 3 times on the right. He then lay on the ground and began doing sit-ups. After doing 100, Lao Yang rolled and stood up like a carp. Lao Yang wiped the sweat off his forehead, with a confident smile on his face. How are you? Have you ever been so handsome by me? Ji Lin. How are you? Are you scared by me? Tesla. Lao Yang, what are you doing? Wu Yang Tijiko. I didn't expect Teacher Yang to have such a hobby. Walter Yang. Well, this is not me, it's from the Star Dome Railroad world. Lao Yang. As a professional host, Jimmy enlivened the atmosphere on site. Jimmy. Cough, now let's ask our Walter player to go backstage and rest first. Lao Yang bowed to the audience and then picked up the Eden crutch and left the stage. Jimmy. We can see that Walter's performance is very novel. I don't know if the other 4 contestants have felt the pressure. Now let's welcome the next contestant to enter the finals, Chen Tianwu from the Shattered World. Chen Tianwu, dressed in hip-hop attire, walked briskly onto the stage. Yo, from a shattered world, dreaming of becoming a rap leader, not too particular about it. I want to be a singing and dancing boy. Creativity is my ace, and I can perform anytime, anywhere. Life is my stage. Everyone's gaze is my stimulant. Hello everyone, I am Chen Tianwu from the Shattered World. A wonderful self-rap ended, and Jimmy picked up the topic. Chen Tianwu's self-introduction is very innovative, so what is the program he brought us today? Chen Tianwu. The program I'm bringing today is a rap performance. Jimmy. Alright, let's give applause to contestant Chen Tianwu. Please start your performance. Yo, this is AK boy Chen Tianwu, who is 1.78 meters tall. He killed you all together. It was hip-hop that inspired me to form a partnership with Dre. Don't make me angry, Ayo. Chen Tianwu seemed to have the switch turned on, his limbs twisted wildly like ADHD, and his mouth kept moving like a machine gun. Coming here today, there's actually nothing to say. I've done anything since I was this big, but I've never tried laxatives. Of course, I'm joking, but I won't be tripped by any difficulties. I may not have been favored by others before, but at least now I can be talked about by others. I want to prove for myself that I can do better. Riding this trend can make me fly higher. Thank you for the support of the audience and judges. Chen Tianwu's performance ended, bowing deeply to the audience, and cheers came from the scene. Jimmy. Oh, Chen Tianwu's performance was very good, bringing us an excellent rap. I believe that both the audience and the audience in front of the light screen were ignited. So please take a break for Chen Tianwu, and we have invited the next contestant. Ji Lin. To be honest, it's better than Lao Yang. March 7th. Better than Uncle Yang. Uncle Yang's performance is too meaningless. Star. Good. Jimmy. The third player is Su Mai, the Wind Discipline Officer from the Genshin Impact world. Sano. Dressed in formal attire, Sano walked onto the stage with one hand in his pocket, expressionless and arrogant. Jimmy. Please introduce yourself to the contestant. Sano. Name. Sano, Genshin Impact High School, Shimi Branch, interested in singing, rap and you. Ji Lin. Nausea. Star. Nausea. Sino. Goal, climb to the pinnacle of idol trainees, become the strongest man, dominate the idol trainees competition. Jimmy. It's really an excellent self-introduction. So what is the program brought by the Sano contestant? Sano. The program I bring is telling jokes. Jimmy. Please start your performance. Sano. What animals are the most afraid of? With a serious expression on his face, Sano asked a question. Just as the audience wanted to think, his expression changed, and a sunny smile appeared on his face. His hands began to beat the rhythm. It's a sea lion, because it still gets scared. When it wakes up not by your side, it gets scared. Ji Lin. Ji Lin. Get out of this stage. The scene inexplicably felt a chill. The waterman felt his body freeze, the fireman felt like he was going out, and the stone man felt like he was about to grow a brain. Jimmy. Do Sano contestants have any other programs? Sano. No. Jimmy. Then please go rest for the time being, Sano contestant. Ji Lin. What kind of idol selection? With a bunch of monsters and monsters coming, they can still make it to the top 5. Fireworks. Be careful with the boomerang, there are still 2 people left. What if you were among them? Ji Lin. With me. Then let's show you what a real idol is. Chapter 9. My name is Ji Gu, remember. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Jimmy. Good. The contestant on stage now is Sambo from the Star Dome Railway world. Jimmy. It is said that the Sambo contestant comes from Bellowberg, Yalolo 6. He is known as the Bellowberg Wilderness, and is a famous local figure. He is also one of the 2 most sought-after contestants in our idol trainee competition. Jimmy. I don't know what exciting performances Sangbo contestants can bring us. Sangbo appeared on stage, dressed in a funny doll outfit with feather decorations on both arms and a duck hat on top of his head. Because the doll outfit was inconvenient to move around, Sangbo twisted and twisted like a duck walking onto the stage. Sangbo. Hello everyone, I am Sangbo from Bellowberg. Usually, I am a lively and cheerful person who likes to make small jokes, but when it comes to dancing, I am more serious and handsome than anyone else. Jimmy. Oh, the performance that Sangbo contestants bring us is dance, right? Sangbo. Yes, the dance I bring will definitely conquer all of you. Sangbo. DJ, start with BGM. Hen, 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 hen. Little chick, little chick, little chick, little chick, big day. The demonic brainwashing BGM sounded, and Sambo pressed the duck cap on his head, then began to flutter like a chicken, waving his arms. Eaten. Nilu. Mockingbird. Goo goo day, goo goo day, goo goo day, goo goo day. As the music reached its climax, Sangbo soared in place and began to shine. The dazzling audience couldn't open their eyes and only heard an explosion. Sangbo's doll costume exploded, and a group of chickens and ducks wearing Sangbo's same wig jumped out of it. Feather exploded on the stage, and chickens and ducks jumped up and down together with Sangbo. It wasn't until the BGM ended that Sambo stopped, and Sambo's chickens and ducks also stopped, standing in two lines next to Sambo. Feathers fell down, and Sangbo elegantly bowed to the audience. The stage, which had been dragged clean by Lao Yang, was even more chaotic than before the finals began. The feathers of the chicken and duck fell on the heads of the three judges, and Jimmy was stunned, completely unaware of what he was looking at earlier. Ji Lin. Laughed to death. Is this the person you are happy with? Fireworks. No, this guy is not our happy person, I don't know him. Linka. So this is the Bellowberg Wildman. Kiana. It's really quite wild. Jimmy. Cough. Okay, thank you for the wonderful performance brought by Sangbo contestant. Please go to the contestant seat to rest first. Sangbo. Okay. Sangbo smiled happily and walked towards the stage with his pet. As he passed by Jimmy, a chicken and a duck came to him. This handsome gentleman, why host this boring program? Come and have a drink with us, said Sangbo Chicken. Yes, sir, come with us. Our tavern has a rare wine that almost no one in this universe can drink. Jimmy coughed lightly and used her wings to block her body, indicating her refusal. Jimmy. Cough. Mr. Sangbo, don't you care about your partner for a while? Sangbo pretended not to hear and quickly left, but before leaving, he quietly gestured to his chickens, ducks, and grandchildren. Sangbo Chicken and Sangbo Duck received orders to gather their little brothers to forcibly tie Jimmy up and drag him away. Jimmy. Wait. Security. 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 Kidnapped. Don't turn your head when you hear it, continue to close your eyes and rest assured. Jimmy. Take a look at me. Wait a minute. There's also the last contestant, he's the most anticipated and popular contestant of this time. Woo-woo. Before Jimmy could finish speaking, Sangbo Chicken inserted a microphone into the bird's mouth and forcibly dragged it down. Sangbo. Humph, how could I let my biggest opponent appear? This championship must be my old Sangbo, ha ha ha. Sangbo looked at Jimmy, who was dragged away by his own little brother, thinking to himself, with a cunning smile on his face. Official. Since the host was taken away, we can only temporarily host by the leader of the Hall of Death, Hu Tao, from the world of the Genshin Impact. What? There's a backup host. Sangbo's pupils shrank in the player area, and he turned around to look at Ji Lin, who was preparing to play with a basketball. Ji Lin smiled slightly and walked up to him, patting Sangbo's face. Do you still want to play with me? When you come out to hang out, you need to pay attention to power and background. Sangbo said, damn it, you actually bribed official personnel. Is this still fair? Is there any royal law? That's it, said Lao Yang. Protest. I want to report it. Chen Tianwu. I just told the official staff to prepare more hosts, said Shua Jilin, picking up the basketball and preparing to take the stage. Damn it, there's only one move left in chess. Sangbo knelt down unwillingly and punched the floor. Hu Tao. Hi, here we are. I am Hu Tao, the substitute host of the Memorial Hall. Before the last contestant comes on stage, I will play a wave of advertisements. Walnut. The Memorial Hall is currently holding a promotional event, offering a buy one get one free offer and half price for the second tablet. We also offer reservation services, and if you have any questions, we will provide door-to-door service to ensure a beautiful funeral for you. Walnut. You can call 114,514 now to inquire about detailed reservation services. Walnut. Alright, the advertisement is over. Now let's invite our last contestant, Ji Lin, the Tai Heavenly Savior from the Star Dome Railway world. He is the most popular and normal contestant in this competition, and we hope he can bring us a perfect performance. After reading a lot of advertisements, Hu Tao announced the last contestant. Audience. Oh, 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 oh. Ji Lin. Ji Lin. Fireworks. Ji Lin. Ji Lin. I love you. Gui Naifen. Ji Lin. The god of the three realms idols. Ji Lin walked calmly onto the stage, with the confidence of an old artist, and placed the basketball on the ground. Walnut. Ji Lin, the contestant, is really confident. Please introduce yourself to everyone. Ji Lin. Hello everyone, I am Ji Lin, a personal trainee who has been practicing for 2.5 years. I enjoy singing, dancing, rap, basketball, and music. Walnut. Okay, let's start the music. Ji Lin took off her coat and threw it aside, revealing her overalls. She then picked up the basketball on the ground and, with a teasing expression, hooked her fingers towards the audience at the beginning of the music. As the music began, she began to play the basketball. After a few dribbles between her hips, when the music entered the lyric stage, Ji Lin threw the basketball away. Ji, you are so beautiful. Bebe, AOG, you are so beautiful. Bebe, AOG, you are so beautiful. Ji Lin threw away her basketball and started dancing with the lyrics. First, she turned around and leaned against a four-legged iron mountain, shaking off one side of her suspender pants. Then, she turned around and glanced left and right, then rhythmically jumped up and down with her hands crossed. Then quickly hit 5 combos, and finally raised both hands to retreat. As the lyrics entered the third section, he bent down and grabbed his belt with one hand, while the other hand began to rub the spiral pill. Then, he hit the spiral pill and walked gracefully, entering the rap section. Yo, coming towards you makes me so restless, this feeling I have never had before, cause I Gattakus Han you who you are mine, who am I to you. Ji Lin stopped singing at this point, but the background music continued. He took out a lipstick and put it on his mouth. Then he pressed his finger on his mouth and blew kisses to the audience. Ji Lin. In my future career as an idol, I have also prepared many original works of lyrics, composition, choreography, etc. If you look forward to it, please support me. After saying that, Ji Lin threw the lipstick that he used to apply to the audience, and was mobbed by the audience. Walnut. What a wonderful and concise performance. Next, we will invite the other 4 contestants to return to the stage and enter the judges' scoring stage. Ji Lin. Did you see it? Did you see it? What is a true idol? Kiana. Although better than the previous group of demons and monsters, isn't your lyrics too strange? Fireworks. Ji, you are so beautiful, you are really narcissistic. Ji Lin. What's going on? Are you having problems with your ears? The lyrics are clearly just because you're too beautiful, just because. Fireworks. But it sounds like Ji to me. Kiana. Me too. Ing. It's indeed Ji. Star. Ji Gu, your performance is very good. Ji Lin. Although I'm happy to be called my brother, why add Ji? Star. Because your surname is Ji. Fireworks. Yes, Ji Gu, what a nice nickname, Ji Lin. You little devil, let me see how I will deal with you in the future. Fireworks. Slightly, Ji Gu is in a hurry. Are you in a hurry? Lao Yang, Chen Tianwu, Seno, and Sangbo returned to the stage and stood on the other side of Ji Lin. Walnut. Okay, now we're going to the judges' review section. Eden. Let me go first. My vote is for contestant Ji Lin. The reason is that Walter's performance is not meaningful. Chen Tianwu's rap has a beauty that has not been contaminated by knowledge. The performance of Seno contestant is not rich. Sangbo contestant, this is the competition venue, not the zoo. Therefore, if we compare comprehensively, my vote is for contestant Ji Lin. Eden gave his evaluation and then gave his vote to Ji Lin. Ji Lin. Thank you, Teacher Eden. Nelu. Next up is me. Walter's performance. I share the same view as the judge from Eden. Chen Tianwu can increase his knowledge base, Seno can participate in the neighboring cross talk competition, and Sangbo can participate in the neighboring funny competition. Ji Lin's overall performance is the best, so I also give this ticket to Ji Lin. Nilu's evaluation is no different from that of Eden, and she has pointed out a better direction for Seno and Sambo's development. Ji Lin. Thank you, Teacher Nilu. Ji Lin clenched her fists excitedly and said, 2 votes, we've already won. The other 4 people lowered their heads in disappointment. Mockingbird. Well, that's me in the end. I also give this vote to contestant Ji Lin. For the other 4 contestants, I can give some suggestions. Walther, I know a horror movie company that is recruiting ghost actors, and I can recommend it to you. Mockingbird. Chen Tianwu, I can give you a recommendation letter to enroll you in your family's university. Mockingbird. Seno contestant, Judge Nelu recommends you to the cross-talk competition. There happens to be someone I know there, and I can introduce you to. Mockingbird. Sangbo contestant, the family's circus is understaffed. I can recommend you to tour the 3 realms with the family's circus. The Mockingbird thoughtfully arranged a way out for Walter and the others. Ji Lin. Laugh to death, Sunday, your sister is so considerate. Sunday. It's like this, my sister Mockingbird is very kind. Fireworks. When Sangbo goes to the circus, he must be making a chicken with a ring of fire, ahaha, Sangbo. Damn it, I also watched my performance very well. Star. It doesn't feel as good as. Ji Gu. Ing. Ji Gu is indeed more normal than those few. Kiana. Although not very good, Ji Gu is indeed the best. Walnut. Oh. The champion of this finals has come out. He is Ji Lin from the Star Dome Railway World. Audience. Ji Lin. Ji Lin. Ji Lin. Ji Lin. Gui Naifen. I knew Ji Lin was the champion, he was the god of the future idol world. Hua. I made a lot of money. I found Ji Lin's lipstick. Ji Lin. At Hua, you little devil Tai secretly loves me. Fireworks. Get lost. This is just a second creation parody. Humph, Walnut. Please have our contestant Ji Lin give a speech. Ji Lin held a microphone and said with tearful eyes, I've really been longing for this championship for a long time. Audience. Ji Lin, don't cry. Don't cry. Ji Lin. In order to deserve your support and dedication, I have been studying and exercising day and night for 2.5 years. Finally, I have won this championship. This is a reward for your support. Thank you to the fans who have supported me all the way. Audience. Don't say that. Ji Lin. You are my god. Walnut. You can see that our Ji Lin contestant is also very happy and has already cried. I heard that Ji Lin contestant said that if he becomes the champion, he will release his first album, right? Ji Lin. It's like this. If I don't win the championship, I will also post it. It's a gift to my fans who have always supported me. Walnut. Alright. Then let's look forward to the album by contestant Ji Lin. This competition is also coming to an end. Thank you to Star Peace for their strong support of this program. See you next time. The video ends here, and an absurd idol selection competition is finally over. Fireworks. Playing basketball, carrying pants, my name is Ji Gu, remember. Fireworks. This video is quite interesting, isn't it, Ji Gu? Ji Lin. Well, it's really okay. It would be great if it weren't me who made the final appearance. Star. Ji Gu, good performance. Star. Ji Gu, it looks good. GZ. It feels like this is the one who is taller among shorter people. Jingyuan. Indeed, although there is still room for improvement in the Tianzuan's performance, it is already a very perfect performance compared to the 4 people on the same stage as him. Gui Naifan. At Sangbo feels like you're a good material for live streaming. With so much activity, live streaming can definitely earn rice. Sangbo. Oh sister, please spare me. Old Sangbo, I have been slandered by the video. Chapter 10. Ji Linchong Tree. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Why did you help Wanmei fetch it? Just ask her to come by herself. Ji Lin put on her clothes and took a cup of nectar to taste. Black Tower glanced at him and sorted out the doll's clothes. Not only does she need it, but I also need it. You can completely transform yourself, to be honest, the doll is not very good. Ji Lin handed Haida a cup of nectar and summoned a flower chair for her. After sitting down, Haida took a sip of nectar and instantly regained his strength. Damn it, don't even think about it, and if it weren't for studying your body, who would have done such a thing? Che, what's there to study here? I really don't understand what's on your mind. Black Tower glanced at Ji Lin and said, do you really or falsely not know? You have lived from the Twilight War until now, and your appearance looks the same as your bone age, only around 10 years old. You have even become the Harvest Order, making all previous records consistent with your current age. Do you think a perfect immortal body will not have any diseases, the demonicine body of the immortal boatman, and will not have memory loss? Even after becoming a bountiful envoy, your body can only be touched or smelled by non-immortal species to obtain immortality. What is the research value of this body? Do you not know in your heart? Ji Lin drank the nectar with a nonchalant expression, threw away the cup made of leaves, and lay directly behind the flower chair. So what? Ji Lin knows his physical condition. After becoming a fertility envoy, his body is just like Tang monk's meat and ginseng fruit. Not to mention eating one mouthful, just smelling it will enable non-immortal species to have a long life without any side effects. Note that longevity is not immortality. In this universe, even the stars and gods cannot be called eternal beings, but Kylin is a perfect eternal body. Haida just doesn't know and can't think in the direction of eternal life. Humph, don't blame me for not reminding you. It's not just the Genius Club, the company, and Liuguang Yiding who want to get you. Looking at Ji Lin's indifferent appearance, Black Tower kindly reminded him. The purpose of the Genius Club and the company is similar, both wanting to obtain research on Ji Lin's body, but one is to explore the mysteries of this body, and the other is to obtain Ji Lin's ability to live forever. However, Liuguang Yiding has set her sights on Ji Lin's memory, which was once exchanged by Fuli, but Ji Lin refused. Therefore, the temptation to Liuguang Yiding is too great. Oh my, the fun is over, so I'll leave. Next time, remember to let Wanmei do it herself, and upgrade the doll. I want to do a 1.2.1 casting. Ji Lin watched the second creation play and left the Pure Land with the Black Tower. Returning to the Black Tower space station, the two separated. Ji Lin. Xing, where are you now? Star. Ji Gu, I and March 7th are in the detention warehouse. Ji Lin. Okay. Ji Lin obtained the location of the star from the chat group and directly transformed it into a flower petal to find it. Oh, Ji. De Tianzun, you scared me to death. After finding the stars, Ji Lin appeared directly behind them, hugging their thighs left and right, causing Xiao Sanqi's body to tremble in fear. Ji Gu, what are you asking me for? Ji Lin let go of the two and let her body float. She didn't have to look up at them or look down at herself, so she didn't have to look up or down. Isn't this to see if your star nucleus is stable or not? Judging from your current physical condition, I can rest assured. Thank you for your concern, Ji Gu, said the heartwarming star. How do you feel after strolling around the space station for a while? Ji Lin summoned 2 cups of nectar and handed them to them. The fragrance of nectar made the two of them have a great appetite, and after taking it, they took a sip. I feel pretty good. After drinking nectar, both the physical and mental fatigue disappeared, and they even felt like they had inexhaustible power in their bodies. Although the space station is also good, I still hope you can board the Star Dome train. Xing doesn't understand why Ji Lin wants her to board the Star Dome train. Why Ji Gu? Because what belongs to you is an enlightened future, and you won't have a future on the space station. To explore, to recognize, to understand, to learn, this is your future, and also the future I want to see. Ji Lin gently rubbed the gray hair of the star. Xing felt the expectation from Ji Lin's palm and made up his mind. I have made a decision, Ji Gu. I will board the Star Dome train and follow it to explore. Ji Lin is very happy. Although he must let Xing board the Star Dome train with his own selfish intentions, he also wants to know the future development of Xing. Master Bashi once said that the reason why the future of the universe can move forward is because there is exploration. Without exploration, the history of the universe will not advance, and the interstellar path will not be opened up. In his premonition, the star is a person who can connect with the future, just like the protagonists in some novels or movies. The star is the protagonist of this world of starry railways. Great, little March 7th, star. The flowers I give you can make you call me anywhere, no matter when or where, I will respond to you. This is the reward I give you. Xing and March 7th looked at the patterns on their clothes and didn't expect them to have such great use. Ah. Is that why I can't call you when I change into this outfit, Ji Gu? Xing's thought was very novel. How could that be? This pattern is just an ordinary pattern, at most it makes it less likely for you to get hurt when wearing this outfit. The flower I gave you is already in your body. Ji Lin laughed at Xing's words and rubbed her head hard. About to play Easter Egg 1. Album Heart. The sound of the system sounded, and people communicating in the chat group were prompted to be attracted. Kiana. There are also Easter eggs. Eaten. Is the album. The one Ji Lin said after the video ends. Alicia. I think so. I'm really looking forward to it. The screen began to play, and music began to play. It was reflected that Ji Lin was standing under a towering tree, which emitted fluorescence. On the day the world begins, under the tree of life, we listen together to the voice of whales coming from afar. Is it everything that has been lost, or everything I love? I also want to embrace it with these hands. Where do I want to wander now? Ji Lin held the Xian Yuan sword and walked unsteadily towards the giant tree. The answer lies hidden in the amber sun. If I hadn't met you, I would still be an angel who only knows how to kill. The screen enters Ji Lin's memories, as he steps towards the sun-like gate. Memories move forward again, and the screen flashes through the figures of beautiful girls such as stars, March 7th, fireflies, black towers, GZ, and Fu Xian. The final frame is captured in the scene of Ji Lin holding the Xian Yuan sword and standing on a pile of broken corpses with a grim smile on his face. Eaten. There's a connection between this song and the visuals. Mockingbird. Why does it hear a sense of sadness? Holding an indestructible and radiant soul, let me protect you with wings from harm. I was born for this feeling at this moment. In the scene, it becomes Nanak releasing the attack, while Jilin rushes forward to block the attack from Nanak for a group of people including March 7, Xing, and Jizi. His body, which has never been injured since becoming the commander of abundance, has shed blood for the first time. Star. Ji Gu. Black Tower. Ji Lin. Flowing Firefly. Great Heavenly Lord. Memories flashed through every girl's smile once again, and Ji Lin bit her lips to push back Nanak's attack, lifting her Xian Yuan sword and charging towards Nanak. I fell in love with you 12,000 years ago, and even after 800 years, it only made this love more profound even if I still love you 1 or 200 million years later. From the day I met you, music has been playing in my hell without interruption. Ji Lin, who rushed towards her, turned into a black sun. The scene flashed by as she flipped through the trash can with the stars, took photos with March 7, studied with the Black Tower, dated fireflies, and had fun with fireworks. Finally, Ji Lin collided with Nanak's divine body. Star. Ji Gu. March 7. Great Heavenly Lord. Black Tower. Bastard. Flowing Firefly. Great Heavenly Lord. Fireworks. Damn it. What a damn video. The people who flashed through the screen spoke one by one, and then the song came to the second paragraph. Before the end of this world, before the end of my life, I want to embrace your fragrance and liberate the sadness that arises every time I fall asleep. Drawing back, Ji Lin walked towards the sun, and the universe outside the sun had already shattered. Ji Lin entered the sun and later arrived at the beginning of the picture under the giant tree. Listening to this memory belonging to the star god, swallowed by disappointment, the swaying and beautiful moon. Ji Lin placed her hand on the giant tree, and a branch grew from it. Wake up, this never-drying light. Don't defile your dreams, you were born with hope. I fell in love with you 12,000 years ago, and even after 800 years, it only made this love more profound even if I still love you 1 or 200 million years later. From the day I met you, music has been playing in my hell without interruption. Time began to flow, the universe appeared, stars appeared one by one, ancient beasts appeared, humans appeared, star gods appeared, and the universe returned to its current era. You grow up and admit again and again, leaving me time and time again. The screen begins to repeat, the universe is shattered time and time again, Kylin comes to the giant tree time and time again, and then the universe is restored time and time again. The locust plague of the universe, the war of the emperors, the pioneers arrive at the Yalolo 6, the Lofu ferry boat, and Pinacorni I, who cannot fall asleep to protect you, even if I am now in a state of disrepair. To sing your name out. The picture was given to Ji Lin, and he took a photo with both hands. The repetitive scene stopped and froze when Xing met March 7 and Danheng. I fell in love with you 12,000 years ago, and even after 800 years, it only made this love more profound even if I still love you 1 or 2,000 years later. From the day I met you I fell in love with you 12,000 years ago, and even after 800 years, it only made this love more profound. Lyrics reincarnate, in which Ji Lin's body transforms into light, illuminating the entire universe and connecting worlds one by one. Since the day I met you, music has been playing incessantly in my hell. The faces in my memory flashed one by one, and Ji Lin turned into fireflies and disappeared in a smile. The dilapidated universe returned to its former prosperous appearance, and the song came to an end here.